Ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:30 p.m. local Australian time on February 25th. And Lolcow Aussy has broken up. But here on Rewind, the show goes on. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching LolcowRewind, and this is not a regular episode. This is breaking news. Earlier tonight, Rastov and Twiggy got into a fight over Boogie 2988 on the Lolcow Aussy channel. Boogie 2988 made some accusations to Rastov that he would be getting fired. Rastov bounced back. Twiggy did not defend him, and Rastov is very unhappy with Twiggy to the point where Twiggy left Lolcow Aussy, and Rastov uploaded an exposing Twiggy live stream. The exposing Twiggy live stream did not make it to air and was deleted. I do believe my co-host and Lolcow correspondent Xylee Gets Real knows more about this story than I do. I simply woke up and saw the world burn. Xylee Gets Real, how are you doing?
Breaking news. It's not looking good in the Aussy front.
Yeah.
Rastov is upset. I have been talking to him. He is upset. It's like Twiggy is going around going, what? And yeah, their communication poles are not crossed. I mean, they are crossed. They are not aligned.
Now, here's the deal. Twiggy doesn't have to defend Rastov. Rastov's a grown man.
True, I get that point. That's fine.
Rastov wishes Twiggy would defend him.
Yes. And I think what happened was, I think Twiggy knew that Boogie was doing a bit, which I ended up being correct because Twiggy even said it in the, like, why would he take Boogie seriously, what he said in the Discord. And he said it to me that he knew Boogie was doing a bit. I told Rastov, you can always tell when Boogie's doing a bit because the tone in his voice changes. There's a difference between real Boogie and bit Boogie.
Yeah.
And yeah. So
yeah, Boogie definitely wasn't serious. And you know how you know Boogie wasn't serious? He was talking about firing Rastov.
Yeah. And he was also talking about how Twiggy talks shit about him in DMs to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is. I don't think
it's true, to be honest.
I kind of wish that Rastov did the exposed stream because I want to know what he has to expose on this Twiggy fellow. You talked him out of it.
Yes.
He's definitely...
I cut the content.
He's definitely in an emotional state. Anya says Boogie was 100% joking. Yeah. Like, why should Twiggy defend Rastov if he doesn't believe what Boogie's saying, right?
How many times have I cussed? Okay, I'm not saying he should have, but if... I feel like it's Boogie doing it because they know Rastov is the nice guy. All right. Do I agree that Rastov needs to toughen up a bit? Yes, he does. All right. But even if it was a bit, you can still go along with that bit and cuss him out too at the same time. You know what I mean?
Well, Twiggy, you can't bully Twiggy into doing anything either, right? Like you can't.
True.
You can't just be like, you have to defend me. It's like, no, that's like, there's autonomy here. Twiggy doesn't have to do anything, and the more you tell Twiggy he has to do something, the less Twiggy is going to do it.
100%.
That's just psychology here. If you haven't figured that out by now, then maybe the boys really do need to break up. And in case you don't know why I'm actually doing this stream, it's because they don't need to break up. We need to get to the bottom of this and continue doing Lolcow Aussy. Everybody loves Lolcow Aussy.
Yeah, they do. They do love it. They absolutely do love it. 100%.
This might honestly be the dumbest thing I've ever done, going live at 12:30 a.m. to talk about Lolcow Aussy.
3:30 in the morning for me also.
Yeah, this might be the dumbest thing I've ever done. But in my heart of hearts, Rastov was about to go live, and I'm thinking, this is not going to be good. He doesn't need to expose Twiggy.
Okay. That's why I didn't want him to do it, because I felt like he wasn't in the right state of mind to go live. All right. After talking to him in the DMs, typing back and forth, and then talking to him, he was not in the right state of mind when I first started talking to him. I'm like, bro, and he goes, I'm not, and he even said it. He goes, I'm not in the right state of mind for this. I said, then don't fucking do it. You do not go live if you're not in the right state of mind.
Yeah, when I saw the exposing Twiggy stream go up, I was like, this is classic Spiral. This is not.
Yes.
This is not a good going to be good. So I was in my head. I'm like, I'm going to copy the stream thumbnail. I'm going to go live on Rewind and combat him and say exposing Twiggy, but funnier. And that was my initial plan. And then you had him take the stream down. And I'm like, well, now I'm all rowdy and bowdy. I got to do something.
I'm not trying to leak DMs, but I didn't sign an NDA with my person here. Okay. But he's like, I'm about to go live and do an exposed stream. You want to stream with me? I'm like, sure. I'm like, this motherfucker here.
Oh, this is me.
He was joking.
This is me.
Yeah, you.
Oh, no, yeah.
I was like, I thought he was joking. And I noticed, I said, hey, I'm in a call with Rastov. Do you want to join? He never said anything back to me. So I messaged Billy back. I said, hey, I was like, answer your DMs, God damn it. And he's like, I'm making a thumbnail for the live. I said, holy shit, you're really going live? He was like, yes. I was like, oh my fucking God.
Beyond the Box, welcome to Cash Cow. Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you think it would be crazy if we watched the part of Lolcow Aussy with Boogie in it?
No, I don't think, because I didn't get to see it.
Do you want to?
I was down in VC. I'll pull it up.
Awesome. Thank you, Zadie. While you pull that up, I will tell our audience right here, right now. Rastov and Twiggy have a very fun dynamic on their show. If you haven't caught Lolcow Aussy, it's very fun. Moments like this are not what the audience needs, because they like to have fun. Now, if you have this moment and they heal and they go further and they continue to have fun, they continue to have a good time, then this is a win-win. So I would love to heal the boys, but I don't know if that's possible. Twiggy, I just talked to Twiggy in voice chat while you were talking to Rastov.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Twiggy obviously doesn't feel like he did anything wrong. I was trolling Twiggy a little bit, because Twiggy, because I troll everybody. I troll you. I push everybody. I was pushing Twiggy.
Yeah, I even told that to Rastov. I said, listen, look at that day I crashed out. I got pissed off at Billy. I said, I kind of got pissed off at Billy 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
Or night before last or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? I said, Billy gets on my fucking nerves.
Yeah.
But I also know if push came to shove, Billy's got my back.
Yeah.
I know you got my back. And that's why I love you, because I know you got my back and I have your back. I think the problem is Rastov doesn't feel that way about Twiggy.
Yeah. And I think also is that Twiggy doesn't really feel like he should be that to Rastov. And it's a two-way street, right? Like, you don't get to just want that from somebody and receive it. You might have to earn it, and you can't really earn it from someone like Twiggy, because someone like Twiggy he's very much manipulative in a actor type of way.
He's very manipulative.
But it's part of his character is to be manipulative. So it's like it's like if he is this is his character, this is him, and it's very easy to work with if you know how to work with Twiggy's behavior. I don't believe Twiggy is doing it to be evil. I think he's doing it to be entertaining. I could be wrong.
I
This
think
could be
he
part
is
of Twiggy's plan.
Okay, I do think that Twiggy is doing it because he sees it as entertainment. 100%. He is all about the entertainment.
Yeah.
But one thing Twiggy has to realize is not everyone, one, sees that as entertainment, and two, are built the same way you are. Like, perfect example, you and I, Billy, I am not built like you. I don't carry things like you do. You don't do the same with me. I mean, as me.
Exactly.
We're literally two opposite ends of people. We know how to work together.
Yeah.
All right. I think the problem with Rastov and Twiggy is they're two opposites, but they're so fucking hard-headed that nobody's meeting anybody at the halfway mark.
Yeah. And the boys need to, like, at least accept who the boys are to move forward.
Yeah.
Because neither of them accept the other. And that's... The Mucho Man says Rowdy Rastov kicking Twigster from his own show confirms Hollywood Rastov turn. Moo yeah.
Ooh yeah. We got Rastov and waiting.
Now we'll pull Rastov up in just a second. Did Rastov kick Twiggy off or did Twiggy leave? Because when I was watching, because I was sleeping through all of this, I woke up and I saw what had happened and I went back to watch and I saw that Twiggy said, I'm just going to leave and I'll be watching.
Okay, I don't know about that part. I know once. Okay, I was told in VC Rastov's spurging out, right? Or excuse me, Rastov's crashing out, and I was like, no, he's not, because I had it on, but I didn't hear anything. It was no sound, right? I'm like, he doesn't look like he's crashing out. And then when I hit the volume and I heard what they were talking about, I was like, oh shit, and I jumped into the stream. Once I jumped into the stream, Twiggy kept calling in and Rastov was kicking him. And then at the last time when I asked Rastov, you don't want to talk to him? Let me talk to Twiggy, right? And then we started talking to Twiggy and then Rastov left and then he ended his stream.
Just about 45 minutes ago, Keemstar posted, Cafe, nothing happened. Nerds, they attacked Guest and Becky. Milkers, got crown, showed Milkers. LCL, racist OF, describes Destiny dick. Queens, Becky got crowned and fired from Nerd. Rewind, Italian got doxxed. That was ours. I think is the worst of all of them because this affects a fan. This sucks.
For real.
Tech Talk, Jaffe crash out. Jaffe had a fucking drunken crash out tonight. Aussy, Rastov crash out. And then on Test, Beans and Grim broke up. I hope that's scripted. Yeah,
okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't think it was, but I'm pretty sure, hopefully they're figuring it out. It's IRL stuff.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, let them figure it out. They've been together long enough. I really don't want to talk about that because let them figure it out.
And Keem said, what a day. And Hellraiser 8504, welcome to Cash Cow. All right, that being said.
Okay. There are several times that Boogie called in. It wasn't just one call. So I'm going to start with the first one, and then I'll go up a little bit, et cetera, et cetera.
Rastov,
okay? And I have that 1.25.
If you want to wait, I just want to watch the beginning of Boogie, then we'll pull you in. Okay, Rastov?
Okay.
No, that's like breaking the rules that you have in the
chat.
And then.
Oh, there he is.
It could be hurting right now. And you don't care. You don't care about.
No, he's jumped in. Have you been watching our show? He's jumped in, and we've
not. I'm still worried about him.
Oh, okay. So he must have just he jumped in because of Jaffe, because Jaffe jumped in to their show and doing his little shit.
Yeah, well, he jumped onto our show like 2 or 3 times, and I talked to him. So maybe you should have watched the fucking show, and you would have known that.
Yeah, because you're the fucking host.
Boogie, maybe cry about in the fucking VC.
Yeah.
Cry about no, motherfucker. Suck my fucking dick. I'm talking to Rastov. Listen to me, Rastov. You New Zealand fucking trash. You Kiwi motherfucker. I don't give a fuck.
Don't come on my New Zealand brother like that, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about you. I will bend you over my knee and I'll fuck you up the ass. I don't
can't even squat. What the fuck you talking about?
In Minecraft, motherfucker.
You can't even squat. What are you talking about? You got no knees.
I don't need a legs like a plank. You ride this dick, bitch.
You walk around like a fucking penguin,
you want this dick more than you want King David wants Tina. Fucking delete your Minecraft account. You're a piece of fucking shit. Twiggy's the real
penguin boy.
Shut the fuck up, man. Get the fuck out of here. We're trying to run a show. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
You fucking ego shit. You suck your own tipples. That's what you do. You live in the
You sound mad, Boogie. You sound mad.
One at a time.
Okay.
Okay, so that's Rastov is still not angry yet. He's like, you sound mad, Boogie. You sound mad.
All right, and then
he's still
Boogie
having fun with
comes
it.
back.
He's still having fun with it at this point.
Okay, so Boogie's getting ready to call back in.
And talk about it. And we're going to see all the creative comments. Because everyone has signed the petition, but their own creative commenting. And to be fair, somewhat professionally, put a lot of work into getting that shit going. Got a couple of signatures on there.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
All right, we can all talk calmly. We can all talk calmly.
You're talking shit to Twiggy. He's one of the few friends you have left. And guess what? Twiggy knows where his fucking bread is buttered, son. I suggest you follow fucking
Where is
suit.
it buttered, Boogie? You tell me where it's buttered. Tell me right now.
I'm Team Star's right-hand motherfucking man. And when I say I've had enough of Rastov, he'll have enough too, bitch.
Do it. Fucking do it. Fucking try me.
I'll
Go
fucking
on.
do it.
Go do it right now. Fucking call him right now.
Laughing it off.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Fucking
He's
call
in
him right
bed,
now.
motherfucker. I'm not gonna bother him. You don't watch.
Oh, his right hand can't get him out of beard. He can get him off, but he can't get him out of beard.
Okay,
Oh,
so
maybe his left hand
pause
could.
real quick.
Oh, I don't.
Rastov is very angry now.
Yeah.
All Boogie had to do was say he was going to call Keem in, and now Rastov is pissed. So Boogie set Rastov off.
Mm-hmm.
Disturb him and his beautiful wife at this time of night. You know, the time of
No,
night
you
that
just
your
killed
dad
everyone
fucking
else.
shows on.
Where Boogie's mad? Where? Because he fucking antagonized Jeffy and made it worse, and now he's mad about it. How about if you fucking love Jeffy so much, you shouldn't have fucking made it worse for him? How about you helped him out? All right?
David, how
Look
are
at
you
him.
feeling, friend?
Boogie, you made that situation worse, and now you feel
did. You fucking egged
taking
him
the
on.
shit out on Rastov.
He was
David, how are
clearly
you feeling,
fucking
friend?
hurting, and what were you doing? Trying to capitalize.
I was trying to steer the
Okay,
show
pause,
back on
pause,
track
pause,
to
pause.
technology.
Rastov said he was clearly fucking hurting. What are you trying to capitalize? Is the Jaffe stuff not all him kayfabe breaking up with Tina? Was that what he was hurting about?
Yeah.
So
And
Rastov
apparently,
is
Go ahead.
defending Jaffe's fake pain here?
yes.
If I was Twiggy, I wouldn't get into this at all. This is all more bullshit. Okay, let's keep going because maybe Twiggy does fucking turn the knife into Rastov's back.
Let's hear what Jaffe has to
I
say.
had something to eat. I feel better, and I found the solution. I'm going tomorrow. There's a pill I can take. I'm not even fucking with you. I'm going to show you tomorrow. I can get over her in one day. So I feel better.
I'm glad you feel
Goodbye.
better,
I feel
dude.
better. You'll see me tomorrow night. Thank you much. I'll feel. Who's that lady person up? What's that? Oh, I'm still drunk.
So far, pause. So far,
Fuck you, David.
so far, I can't take any of this seriously. And if this is what started everything, this is actually, this is wild because this is like more bullshit. Rastov's still laughing here, so this must have like slow crept into something really, really, really tough.
Yeah.
Give a fuck if you're heartbroken. Go fuck yourself.
Who's talking?
Hey.
Is that
Don't worry about it, Jaffe.
Don't worry about it, man.
Is that young
Just love.
Einstein? What's happening up there?
Don't worry about it, Jaffe.
David, we all love you, but Rastov, we hope you get better.
I
except
don't-
Rastov.
No, fuck you. I was the only one sitting there being like, stop antagonizing him.
I love David. He created some of my favorite gangsters.
Same. Fucking
I was playing
same.
Twisted Metals when you were in fucking diapers, you fucking retard.
That's actually just factually incorrect, you fucking moron.
That's actually fucking true.
What time? When did it come out, huh? Tell me when it came out.
1990, you dumb fuck.
All right, I wasn't even born. I was still a sperm, so fuck you.
Exactly.
I wasn't in diapers, motherfucker. Get your fucking facts straight.
Fuck you. I was 14.
Well, hold on, because Boogie
spin.
could have been playing the game when Rastov was also in diapers. The game still existed when Rastov was in diapers. See, there's no way I'm defending Rastov on this if I'm Twiggy, because Rastov just totally got owned. Damn it, Rastov. Rastov, I'm bringing you in very soon, because we need your side
Hold
of
on,
this.
Rastov. We're bringing you in. Hold on.
Mr. Ladmo went like a new fucking jizzwag.
Twiggy, we've talked about this, right? You know the show's going down, right?
My show?
Yeah, because
this
we keep
show,
getting
the one
fucking
you're on
hijacked
right
by
now.
hosts that feel like it's a fucking playground for themselves instead of letting us do
I'm
our own
not
thing.
hijacking
You
shit, son.
literally are hijacking.
All
I
you
was
do is
worried about
hijack.
David.
Okay, so you
I
can
was
see
worried
Twiggy's
about-
you can see Twiggy's reaction right there. He did not agree with Boogie saying this show is going down, and then we talked about this. Twiggy is not in on that statement. So Twiggy is now either I don't know where this goes. I didn't watch this. Twiggy is now thinking whether he's going to play the troll with Boogie or attack Boogie. And I don't know if content would have been better had he teamed with Rastov on this, because Twiggy knows Boogie's fucking with him. So, like, battling somebody who's fucking with you isn't always the right move from, like, a troll mindset.
Sometimes. I think it depends on the situation.
Because if Twiggy battles Boogie here, Twiggy is kind of taking the bait. Boogie mind-fucked Aussy tonight.
He certainly did, and here we are live at 3:30 in the fucking morning.
Fucking Boogie, you.
Thank you, Boogie.
Boogie, Jaffe, it's all really Jaffe's fault.
Yeah, fuck that drunk.
This all starts with Jaffe trolling Tina.
Cretin.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. That's who I'm blaming. I'm not even blaming Boogie at this point. I'm blaming that fucking creep Jaffe.
Jaffe started a fire. Boogie poured fuel on the fire. Twiggy let the fire burn, and Rastov got burnt.
That's what it looks like. All right, come on, let's go. Because Boogie calls in again after this.
Oh my God.
David. I was worried about David.
Why were you worried about David when you were on his show?
Why
weren't you worried about him on your own? Why weren't you worried about him on his show?
You pushed him over the edge.
Rastov's starting to get mad. And I think he kicked Boogie at that point.
Rastov's
Rastov's starting to get mad there. Yeah, I think he kicked him.
And then you fucking cry about it and fucking blame someone else. You fucking weird platypus fuck.
Should we watch the next Boogie part, or should we pull Rastov in?
Come back here and you can look down.
Hold on, because I think the last Boogie part. Wait, he was on his phone. Why was he on his phone?
Okay, let's hear this.
Give me a fucking apology.
Do what? I'm sorry you don't want to do your job today.
I heard. I'm sorry. I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, that was Boogie.
Yeah, I'll fucking hang up on you this time, prick.
Oh, wait. One moment, please. Hold on.
All right. I'm not some fucking massive content creator that came from, 4 million sub.
This is where the spiral is starting.
Ah, shit.
Channel. I didn't fucking build up my thing and crash it. Like, I'm grateful to be here, right? But nothing I signed said that I had to put up with this crap, right? I've been nothing but respectful. I've been nothing but fucking kind.
Maybe we bring Rastov in now.
Bring Rastov in.
Yeah, let's bring Rastov in now.
Yeah.
Rastov, you're live. We just watched your call to Boogie, where Boogie said sorry in a way that definitely wasn't really sorry, but you accepted it.
I just wanted him to leave me alone, to be honest.
Did he call you?
Yeah, multiple times. And then he kept spam calling me after that.
Oh, so he crashed out on you the same way he did on Nate?
Yeah, except I just didn't pick up.
Ah, shit. Rastov.
I just want to clarify something. I don't need protection. I don't need defense. I don't need someone to back me up, right? I can fucking handle myself. I'm a man, right? But isn't it nice to know that someone's got your back when you're in this fucking type of situation, right? Like with the kind of crap that you can deal with in a setting like this. I'm not saying he has to. Wouldn't it be nice?
I mean, it would be nice, but also if you don't have it, it's not your place to ask for it, right?
Why not?
Because you can't.
If I'm not happy with something, shouldn't I have the ability to voice my opinion? He doesn't have to accept it, but I'm allowed to say it.
Yeah, but at that point, then you are asking him to be something he's not, right?
Okay, well, how about in the past when situations like this have happened, and I've asked him, I was like, bro, like it would be really cool if you had my back, and he said, yeah, dude, I got your back. Like from now on, like wouldn't the expectation have been that it would have happened if he had told me that he would do it and then he didn't do it? Am I unjustified for being upset when I've actually had the conversation with him before?
If he felt like it wasn't a scenario where you needed him, I don't know.
And then when I told him that it wasn't a bit and that I wasn't playing it up and I told him I was pissed off, like, would you then not, as the person who had said that they would have your back, actually come in and have your back? Otherwise, it's all just words. Right? I mean, like, how are we supposed to fucking build a successful show if we don't actually trust each other, right? So if I tell him this is how I'm feeling and he says I accept your feelings, this is what I will do. And this is not a one-sided thing, right? He's told me things that I've then turned around and said, yeah, bro, I'm sorry. Like, I'll do better next time, right? This isn't just me being a fucking whiny bitch, right? This is just one of the things that I've asked from him that he has said that he would do. and not done. So is it really that, like, am I really unjustified for getting pissed off having already previously talked about it and then expecting it to happen and not having it happen? Regardless of whether or not Boogie was trolling or not, I didn't feel like it was trolling. Right? And I specifically told him that, like, I was actually upset.
But what if Twiggy sees you spiraling in an obvious troll and doesn't want to put his position on the line against you spiraling?
So again, there's no loyalty there, right? So,
well,
I'm not saying he has to do it. I'm saying I'm not happy he didn't do it. Like, this is the thing. Like, everyone kept coming in and telling me, like, oh, you should feel this way, you should do this, that, and the other thing. No. I'm a fucking person. I have feelings. I'm going to share my feelings. You don't have to accept them, but I'm still allowed to share them.
You're allowed to share them, yeah. I don't think your feelings are Twiggy's responsibility. You saying that you do feel they are, that's a deeper issue. And now I'm wondering, do you feel like Twiggy has been trying to set you up for failure?
I'm not sure, but it's about managing expectations, right? So if he had said to me, bro, I'm not prepared to do that behind the scenes, then sure, like, I wouldn't expect it. But, like, we've had that conversation. The reason that we were able to get through our dad's fighting arc is because we had these big conversations and we sat on the phone for 3 hours and we fucking talked about the things that we liked, the things that we didn't like, the things that we expected of each other to do better, and we came to agreements. That's how we were able to move forward. But then when the thing actually happens again, push comes to shove, oh, look, Rastov, I'm just going to laugh at him and fucking egg him on, even though I know that he's fucking upset right now. So cool, that's fine. Like, again, I'm not going to, like, fucking cry about it, okay? Like, I'm pissed off. I'm allowed to be pissed off. I'm just not going to trust him. I know that the guy's not going to be loyal to me, so fuck it. I'll just be out for myself then. Cool. Have fun. Like, I don't, like, this is what's pissing me off. It's like, I'm not sitting there. I'm not going to get upset because I said something stupid, and I apologize for saying that fucking stupid comment that I shouldn't have said. And I know I shouldn't have said. I felt absolutely terrible after. I didn't mean it. I'm not that.
Was
kind
that
of
on
person.
Aussy or was
Just
that
really on Aussie? Yeah, I was just really upset.
I'm not sure what was said. So
yeah,
it's.
I'm not going to repeat it. But
yeah, it's something not to repeat.
No. And, like, I don't think I'm being unreasonable, right? Like, we literally have had the conversation behind the scenes, right? And this is the thing, right? How come to my face, when it's just him and I, he's able to say all of these fucking things and do it, and we're able to have these discussions, but as soon as there's another person involved or a camera's on, he just turns into a massive wank.
I think,
and, like, I'm getting DMs from all these people saying he's shit talking me in VC. Like, cool. If that's the fucking show that you want to have, then awesome. Go pull out knives and fucking all this other bullshit. I don't care.
When I was in the VC with Twiggy, I didn't catch him shit talking you, but I was also kind of trolling Twiggy. I was, like, talking shit to Twiggy. So it was like, but I was doing it playfully. I wasn't like trying to get him. I was trying to de-escalate the tension. And I'm really trying to de-escalate everything right now too, because one thing I think that you can't expect Twiggy to do what you want Twiggy to do. If Twiggy feels like you can handle it on your own, if Twiggy feels like it's not a threat, then he can't honestly get your back, right? If he feels like it's not a serious thing, he can't take it seriously, and then he can't have your back.
But if I tell him that it's serious, then what would you expect?
Well, I would expect him to assess the situation from his own point of view, because if he feels like you're just reacting poorly, maybe it's a lesson you need to learn on your own, right? Because do you think Twiggy wouldn't have your back if he really felt like it was a situation where you needed him? Because I think if he felt like he was really
he said it at the end of the stream, and this is the reason I killed the stream, was because he was, because I was listening when he fucking was having this conversation with Sally, and he said I didn't defend him because I didn't want people to think it was about me and become a fucking main character syndrome thing again. So, like, I was like, cool. If you're looking for a reaction, I'm just going to end the stream. Fine. Like, I'm not doing this. I'm literally not doing this.
To me, that
can't be asked.
That could be interpreted as, he feels like you don't need him in this situation. You can handle it on your own. That's one interpretation there.
I get that, and I didn't need him, and I did handle the situation. It's just,
Go ahead, talk it through.
Literally every other show, right? You guys take the piss out of each other. Every other cohesive show that's got like a solid cast, like you guys, Live, even Queens, right? Cafe, right? They'll take jabs at each other, make fun of each other, piss each other off. But someone else comes in. Who's the first person to fucking jump in front of that for you?
Can I?
Regardless of whether or not you need them or not, because I know you don't. None of these people actually need to be defended. But the fact is, like, that's it.
I let Xylee eat shit sometimes, and then when I feel like it's serious, I jump in. But it's always me feeling like it's serious. If Xylee told me, "Get my back here, Billy," I'm probably gonna sit there in protest, and then I'm probably gonna get her back. I'll give you that. I probably would get her fucking back. But I'm not gonna want to do it just because Xylee tells me to. I'm gonna want to do it because I feel like from my heart that it's the right thing to do, and that she needs me. But I also feel like Xylee's one tough fucking woman, and I don't know how many times she truly would need me. But if I felt like she did, you're exactly right. I would have her back.
But if she told you, right, like Billy, like, because this isn't like a one situation, right? This is like, and I get for Boogie was a bit, that's fine. I see that now, but. He came in like what 3 or 4 times or something like that, and I told him specifically that it bothered me, right? So if Xylee told you, because obviously Xylee can handle her business, she can fucking handle her business better than like everybody, right? But if she said, "Hey Billy, you fucked me off because you didn't have my back," right? The next time that shit happens, are you gonna sit there and laugh at her? I doubt it.
Can I tell you something I've observed from Aussy that I never wanted to bring up, but I think might be a root to the problems? I've seen both of you tell guests to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up because you had something to say. Shut the fuck up. Both of you have said that. That shut the fuck up energy in a conversation is pedantic, and it means you guys aren't hosting. You're taking the microphone and you're saying what you want to say. You're getting your shit in. You're selfish. When you tell someone on your show to shut the fuck up so you can talk, that's a novice maneuver, and both of you have done it, and I think both of you have that selfish energy, and it contrasts with each other because it's there.
You know what I told them? This is what I told Twiggy, and I told Rastov too. I feel like they run 2 different shows on the same show. They are not in sync.
They're definitely there, but this is the worst part about it is they're also like the most chill bro show. That's the worst part about it. It's a contradiction because Twiggy is going one way, you're going another way, but at the same time we turn into Lolcow Aussy because it's the end of the night. It's the laid back. It's like chilling in the fucking man cave, talking shit. Xylee comes in to drop some fucking bombs. Keem comes in every once in a while to stir up the pot. It's like it's the most chill of the shows. And I'm now realizing as we're live that I took my piss medicine and I'm gonna piss myself. So I need you guys to talk for a moment while I go piss.
Do we bring Nightmare in? Yes or no?
You can still hear though, right?
Yeah,
you can still
I'll
hear.
be listening.
All right, because I want to just respond to what he said about like us telling guests to shut the fuck up and shit like that, right?
Okay.
I am not going to defend that. Definitely, it's good feedback, and I'm definitely going to work on that because if that's bad for the show, I obviously don't want to do it. Like it's never personal.
Yeah.
But if it is bad and if it is a rookie move, then I'll take that on the I'll take that on the chin, right? I will take that on the chin.
Yeah. What's up, Nightmare?
You all right? How are we doing?
So how do you feel about this?
I don't like when my parents are fighting. I feel like a fucking bad luck charm.
Your 2 dads are fighting.
Yeah, but it's like the last few times I was on Aussy, and I just kept catching that stream every time. I'm like, oh no. I think, like I said, I think last time it was more you guys going through identity crisis. Now I think it's just clash of personalities, you know? I think it'll get to a point where you just need to, like I said, sit down, have a conversation, and see what's on the cards and what's off the table, you know, and then go from there. I definitely think you need to be more in communication of what you're doing and how each other are like maybe feeling like, oh, maybe like a quick type text kind of thing, be like, oh look, I ain't fucking chill with this. so you're not making this a vocal point of the stream. But again, this is all me from the outside perspective.
It's all valid. It's all valid feedback, dude. Like, I appreciate it. It's just like, I hate not being clued in on what's going to happen on my own show.
Yeah. No,
it's frustrating.
Well,
it's frustrating to like,
be fair, I don't even think Twiggy knew that was going to happen.
No.
I mean, not tonight, but other things have been planned. Like, other things have been planned out, and I don't get fucking clued in. I just have to figure it out live with everybody else, right? And it just... It's not fun. It's just genuinely not fun to be, like, constantly, like, blindsided. Especially when, like, I've planned stuff, right? And we have stuff planned, and it's in the docket, and, like, they've worked really hard on it, and it just gets blindsided by other crap.
Okay, Twiggy's in the chat saying, the fact that I'm not emotional and Rastov is why we're a good fit for each other. We just need to understand each other.
And I want to say the not being able to know what's going to happen on your show, that's every host in this LCU universe. I don't believe Keem even knows what's going to happen when most shows start. He's just going on a whim to create drama, and Twiggy is actually pulling from that mythos, that aura, that energy when he does the crazy batshit stuff he does, when he's setting stuff up. I do the same thing to Xylee. I don't tell her shit, and I spring it on her, and sometimes the spontaneity is part of the magic behind these things. And sometimes it drives you fucking crazy. The one thing Twiggy doesn't do is aftercare. He doesn't care about making sure that you're okay with everything after it's done. You have a little PTSD from it. That's the rough part of it.
And I'm not saying stop. Okay. I'm not telling him to stop it. I'm just saying it's really fucking frustrating.
Okay, let me look, as the person that is you in this scenario on my show, okay? Sometimes Billy loves to poke, all right? Billy thinks it's funny when I get upset, but he doesn't want me angry. And the thing that stops me from getting angry, because in the back of my mind, I know why Billy is doing those things. He's doing it because he finds it funny, and apparently the fucking chat finds it funny when I get a little pissy, okay? But the thing is after I reach that point, then Billy pulls back and he smooths it over, you know?
And
I think that's what maybe might be missing a little
Twiggy
bit. Twiggy
does not have the what would you call it? Bedroom hygiene that I do when it comes to fucking somebody live on air. You know?
Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh.
You know what I'm saying? When
married woman here, hello.
Well,
don't make me laugh.
I'm not talking sexually fucking.
I know.
I'm 100% talking about mind fucking.
Right?
And I definitely have like everybody's well-being in mind when I'm fucking with somebody. Even the person I'm fucking with. This thing Savage and I go through time and time again. I really have no problem with her, and I understand why she has a problem with me. She doesn't get that I actually want to see her succeed. I just don't want things to be boring. And I'm not going to play it her way because I don't understand or trust her way. When I'm working with somebody on the show and I'm going back and forth with somebody, if I trust their way, if I know where they're going with something, I will let them take me on a trip. Twiggy doesn't often do that. This is exposing the entertainment side of things. When I said that you guys have told your guests to shut the fuck up, I think Twiggy might have told me. I don't know if you ever told me, but I remember in like the same episode you had told somebody. Might have been me, might have been someone else. I think it was the Jaffe episode when he was on your show originally. You were talking with him. You wanted to get in with Jaffe. This is all stuff that I'm bringing up. I would have never brought it up. I would let you guys learn on your own with time. But because this is happening right now, that energy is the energy that is partially why you guys keep butting heads, because you're both being selfish about the give and take of the conversation, and it's not conscious, right? This is all coming from the subconscious, And
and it's not your fault. It's just something that you have to work. Like, okay, when I stream on my channel, okay, I am used to streaming by myself. I do not stream well with other people. All right. I had to learn that rather quickly. And thank God I started off with Ken and Billy. It was super easy to get.
Yeah.
But I can't just jump on a show and stream just with anybody. I can't do it.
And
I don't have the personality.
I am like a level 10 master of streaming with people. I have done thousands of shows with other people, some people very hard to deal with, and I make it fucking pop. And I know
I'm just learning to. I'm just learning to now. So, I mean, it was amazing. To me, for my own personal way, it was amazing to me that I had a good show with Wings. I had a good show with Boogie because I'm not used to streaming with other people. I normally, 99% of the time, I am by myself. And it's hard to mesh with a personality. They can be your best friend in the world. Doesn't mean y'all can stream together, you know? So it's something that y'all need to master, the push-pull and the meshing of the two different personalities.
Earlier,
I mean, Billy's been my teacher for it.
Yeah, and you're a very comfortable person on the microphone, Xylee. Like you've been doing this for quite a while, and you get rough with people. You're raw with people, and sometimes I gotta let you go, and I don't get in your way. And that's I don't know if you two could learn this in a year or 2 years, You guys are, like you said, babies to this. So it is tough. But there is like a level of like learning that can come from this. And I hope that we can get you guys back on track because Aussy is the fucking chill show. We want you guys to be good.
Part, like what I'm realizing about the whole like him just sitting there and laughing thing is maybe it's not the fact that he didn't like fucking jump in and defend. It's more the fact that it feels like you're getting dogpiled, like when everyone just starts fucking going and laughing. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it just got real defensive super quick.
Yeah.
No, I get you. Listen, how you think I feel when somebody's in here wanting to argue with me, and I don't even remember anybody, you can throw anybody in there, and then I look over at Billy because I put my Discord right in front of me. That way I'm looking at my camera when I'm talking. And I look up at Billy and Billy's smiling. Oh, I get even more mad. And that's when I step up and I start yelling even louder because I'm trying to show Billy, I'm getting fucking pissed because he's fucking giggling in the fucking microphone while I'm getting mad at this motherfucker. How the fuck you get mad with me? But then I stop and I think in my brain going, oh, well, Billy thinks it's funny that I'm fucking mad because he thinks it's funny when I do that. We have that rapport, but I understand you. I do. I get it. Yeah. I understand it. I understand where you're coming from.
And
but I just know the end result.
Yeah. I know. You don't. I know when Xylee's getting ramped up and she's getting pissed, like I don't see Xylee take any real L's on Rewind. It doesn't happen because
except for when I got pissed at Billy and cut it off and walked away.
Wasn't even that big of a deal, honestly.
Me off, though.
Wasn't even that big of a deal. It's like I'm laughing at Xylee because like I know there's no it's going to be a win-win. Like if she looks wild in the moment, it's going to be entertaining, and I'm 100% sure that we're going to end with a W. In my mind, it's not going to fall apart. But there is a level of trust there that is, I trust. This is where I come from. I trust that I could do it without Xylee, and I trust how good Xylee is that there's no way that it's going to be bad, right? Like I just trust that because I know on my own,
I get it.
On my own, I can handle this. So if she's here, it's only going to make it stronger and better.
Yeah, we're a team. We've actually made it into a team. So yeah, he pokes me every goddamn day, Rastov. He pokes me 6 days. Well, actually, last week, 7 days a fucking week. He pokes and prods me and then he pulls back. He pokes me and pulls back. And I get irritated with him every single fucking stream. But I know why he's doing it. It doesn't stop me from getting irritated, but it calms me down knowing why he's doing it. Because I know he doesn't mean to do it maliciously. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't have that yet, right? Like, I don't have that whole knowing that it's not malicious. And it fucking feels malicious at the time. But you got to think about it, like, from a little show's point of view as well, right? Every little show at the moment has pressure on it that they're going to get shit canned, right? All of them. And so, like, when Boogie comes in and tells me I'm already fired and Twiggy's talking shit about me in the DMs, like after there's already so much pressure literally every single day, right? Like, how...
Let me say something that might soothe your worries. If you get shit canned, there are multiple roads to take afterwards that will bring you exactly back to where you are now. It's not the end. It's how you deal with it. So worrying about it happening is the worst possible thing because it's not the end. It's just the beginning of a series of choices of how you're going to let it happen. Because Keem is not stupid. He's not going to build you and then just cut you off, right? If he fires you, he's going to want to keep you around because he's put time into creating you. So all you have to do is show him that you want to be here and that you're willing to fight for it, and you're going to find a place. But you have to show him, and the worry is worthless at this point because getting fired is not the end. It's the beginning of the next level. Yeah. So take some solace in that if you were ever to get the show actually fired and canceled, all that means is you have a whole new level to play. And as long as you don't do something stupid like go talk to some idiots that are banned, you're gonna probably find a place to land and be just fine. And luckily with the payment structure here, you got a good buffer of a month. You've already done the hard part. You've already suffered through a month.
I think there's also a little bit of jealousy in it as well, right? Like, and I'll be honest and I'll say there's a bit of jealousy, right? Like,
wait, one real quick. Nightmare, I'm going to pull you, okay? Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
okay.
Go for it.
All right. And then when we're done with Rastov, we can pull in Twiggy maybe if Rastov's okay when you're done.
Yeah,
not right now.
Yeah, unless you want to be on with him. But
do you want Twiggy on now?
No. Okay. Because he's not going to make it.
Twiggy, stay there. So. Twiggy, stay there.
Okay,
go ahead.
Fish
Rastov,
tacos tonight. Fish tacos tonight says Rastov. Just remember, you'll always have Black Wolverine in your heart. And
we had somebody in the chat saying, "Oh, look, Xylee and Billy's marriage is getting better through Aussy drama."
It was never.
What was I
saying? A problem.
What was I saying?
Jealousy.
Jealousy, yeah. Like, like there's definitely an element of jealousy there because, like, one dude gets wasted, pulls out a knife, gets the stream taken down, right? I get fucking yelled at from the boss.
Yeah.
Cool. And like it seems like every time he does something fucking out there and something crazy, like there's never any like retribution, and yet I'm the one that ends up with my fucking eyebrow shaved.
Rastov?
Like, do you get what I mean? Like,
I get what you mean, and this is coming from where you came from. Like, you were raised by a very proper family, like by like you would. I don't know a ton about it, but from what you've told me, you were raised in a family that cared about rules. Like
very, very heavily.
Very
my parents were very heavily involved in the police, right? So it was all fucking all rules. I worked in government for a living. Yeah. Literally, it's all rules. Nothing but rules.
Which is like Keem struck gold on this because he put somebody in place who cares not about rules. And I got to tell you, you're like, why did I get yelled at but not Twiggy? This is the same universe that made pulled Boogie out of extreme debt because he faked cancer. This universe is not the same rules as the world you came from, right?
That's very true.
Right? So
it's a mind fuck though. Like, it really is a mind fuck to try and like adjust from like government to this. Do you know what I'm saying? And like,
not only do I know what you're saying, when I called it at the very beginning that you were a level 1 Boogie Chungus and you were moving up, it's because of your upbringing. It's because of the amount of, like, you're from a whole different world, dude. And this world will test you. And when you start to realize the rules and laws of this world, a man who follows the rules and laws becomes the most dangerous motherfucker because the rules and laws of this world are sick in the head. Do you understand where I'm coming from when I said you were an Omega level?
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah.
Twiggy is an Onision level Lolcow, and you are a Boogie level Lolcow. And there's a reason this Aussy breaking up thumbnail I made has Onision on one side and the clown from Spawn on the other. Because these are the ultimate endpoints.
Thank you for that, by the way.
These are the ultimate endpoints for you two. Right now, you're babies and you're sweet, and we see Twiggy's a little rambunctious rapscallion that likes to troll, and you're a guy who you have some honor, but if you guys play this out, if you let this simulation run to the very end, those are your futures.
Rastov, let me tell you something. All right, my first few weeks here, I was kind of sick, right? And my best friend in the whole world, she's my ride or die, right? She messaged me and she goes, "You hate your job, don't you?" And she's talking about me working on here. I was really grumpy during that time, and I also was sick too, but I was super grumpy. And what it was is I had to adjust. I'm used to doing things one way on my channel. I had to adjust for here. Like, I still keep it real. I still don't like the fake shit, but I don't take it so serious anymore, except for on certain things. Certain things I still take it serious. I ain't playing about that.
Yeah.
But I had to adjust. And that's what I hate to tell you this, but you got to learn to adjust to it. And believe me, you'll be happier for it, and you'll have an even better time on stream once you learn that adjustment.
Imagine you grew up in the city, and then all of a sudden you went into the jungle. You are in the jungle right now.
Well, that was one of our biggest problems initially. Was he got told he was the crackhead energy. I got told I was a tard wrangler, and so I spent the whole time on stream trying to wrangle the tard, and it didn't work. Right? The fucking fans started hating me because he's a fucking crackhead energy. He fucking gaslit everyone into hating me and thinking I was a bad guy. We got past it, but I still get stuck up on the rules. It just,
baby, there is no rules. You have three bitches today take their shirt off because they got a fucking crown and their bras going like this.
That shit was wild.
And you shaved your eyebrows, but you know what? It wouldn't have been funny if you didn't. If it was just Twiggy, it's not funny. If it was just Glammy, it's not funny. Like if you doing it, and it's because you are that guy that stands next to the rules so hard. When you waver, when you break, it means something.
Exactly. Like, do you think I like getting pissed off? Do you think? Listen. Do you think I like getting irritated every day? No, I don't.
I feel you.
Know what? But you know what? You and Billy and everybody else in the chat thinks it's fucking hilarious when I get irritated. You heard Keen tell me I didn't hire the Xylee. I hired this Xylee, and it was the one that was spurging the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because I'm the content. I am the content when I get angry at somebody. I'm the content when I get pissy. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn that that's my role. And I had to learn and adjust to that's my role. That is my contribution to the content.
I don't know how him and I are supposed to balance this properly, right? When he's got a hang up about being the main character, right? Because it's become a meme and he doesn't want to be the main character. But I also get told now that I'm not talking enough and that I'm letting Twiggy run too long. So I'm like, where's the balance here? Because and the thing is, I try to talk. We try to talk about it, right? And I'm like, this is the situation. These are what people are saying, and I just get a smart ass response, being like, I'm just gonna keep being myself. And I'm like, cool, bro, fucking sweet. We're struggling, and you couldn't give a fuck. Cool, I'll just try to figure this out on my own, which is literally how it's been my whole life. Every time there's a problem with someone, it's always on me to fucking fix it, and I'm sick of it. I'm genuinely sick of it.
Are you guys really struggling?
Well, it's just it's fucking trying to perfect it, right? Because no one wants to just be okay, right? I don't want to just be an okay show that just gets by. I want to be a fucking cool show that everybody fucking is looking forward to showing up to see what happens, right? But if we don't fucking try and fine tune it, we're just gonna stay the same.
Well, the problem is you can't fine tune it because you haven't found yourselves yet. You're still building into who you are individually on the show. So
I'm not a patient guy. I'm not a patient guy
I'm not
at all.
patient either. I'm not patient either. I had to have a come to Jesus moment with myself. Honestly, I did.
Can
I
you
had to
tell
have
him
a
I'm
come to
looking
Jesus.
for
I
him then?
almost quit. Do you know I almost quit? Because I didn't think I
No.
could adjust. Yeah, I
Yeah.
almost quit because I thought I wouldn't be able to adjust. But then I had to have a come to Jesus moment with myself.
Yeah, she came to me to say she was going to quit, and I said, "Fucking do it, pussy." And I think that drove her to continue.
That is not what happened.
I can't imagine you saying that and meaning it.
Yeah, the
All right,
Mucho
bring
Man.
him in,
The
bring him
Mucho
in.
Man says that Bekstov needs to put his big boy panties on and apologize to the Twigster. Move, yeah. You got a fucking heel over here, don't you? You have an enemy.
I'll be right back. I got to make sure my husband's up, and I want to run to the restroom.
For
I'll be
sure.
right back.
The Casual Dalton says, "I'm drunk as fuck. How do I gift members? And I have no idea what's going on. I'm just excited you are live this late. Go rewind. Can someone tell Casual Dalton how to gift members?" Fish Tacos Tonight became a cash cow. Much love, Fish Tacos Tonight. And then Casual Dalton said, "Oh, so they break up? Okay, that's why there's a stream at 3 a.m. I read the title finally. Okay, good to know. Still can't member, though. I will, though. Somebody tell this man how to gift members. If you do it by, I honestly never fucking done this before. Let's pull in Twiggy. Twiggy 2988. I see you with a 2988 in your name. Have you and Boogie been conspiring? Is your mic on?
Oh, there we go. No. I have a lot I want to say. The first thing is, the first thing I want to say is that whenever Keem came to me on Cafe and said Mike wanted to work with me, Rastov, the first thing you did was had a little bit of a panic attack. You thought I was going to be taken away from you and that the show was going to be over. And what did I tell you? I told you
that you wouldn't leave.
That I'm not going anywhere. I am your ride or die. And that if I have to choose between working with Mike and working on Aussy, I'm staying on Aussy. Aussy's my home, right? I'm not going anywhere, for one. And then I've also told you on numerous occasions that you have so much potential to be one of the best hosts in the LCU, and the only thing that's holding you back is your confidence. That's it. That is the only thing that's holding you back is your confidence, and I'm not going to say your ability to, or lack of ability to shut off emotions, because not everybody can do that, right? But you have to find a good balance of not bringing your personal stuff to work with you. That's with any job. That's just being a professional. And when it came to,
I think right here is why I get so pissed off though, is because like I'm telling you where I'm at, right? And like your initial response is to try and tell me how to fix my problem and like how I'm supposed to be feeling and all of these extra things, right? It's like it makes me feel like you genuinely do think you're better than me, because you never just accept what I'm saying. You always have to have an answer for it, and you always have to try and like put your own like thing to it, right? So it makes us feel like it makes me feel like it's this.
What if Twiggy does think he's better than you? Like, what if he just does? Like, is that a big deal?
Then stop. Like, that would be fine. If he thought he was better than me, then like stop saying he doesn't. Like that would literally be it. Well, I wouldn't care.
I don't. Like we came from the same place. We are equals when it comes to being entertainers. As I said, the only thing that's holding you back is your confidence. You have no confidence in yourself. So the first time something bad happens, or the first time you hear something bad, like Boogie saying that you're fired, or Boogie saying that I had DMs with him. The last thing Boogie DM'd me was him asking me if I have a vote for if Mike's staying or not.
Yeah, I could see it on your
and
face
I didn't even
when Boogie
respond.
said the show was shutting down. I could see it on your face. You had to sit and think about how to respond, because you could tell Boogie was trolling at that point, and you were like you took a second to calibrate what your next move was going to be.
I've also been very forward that like I am not an emotional person. I can't tell when somebody's emotions are real or not, so I'm just cut off from it, right? But that's not even the main reason I didn't do anything. It's the same reason that like whenever Jaffe came on, I stepped back and I let you have a moment with Jaffe. I didn't want to interject. I didn't want to be the main character. And then tonight you were going to body Boogie. You could have easily handled that. But then you lost your confidence and you had to have other people step in for you. I understand where you're coming from, and I anytime anybody else has ever shit talked you, I've been the first person to defend you. But this is Boogie. He's trying to make content out of it, and I was trying to give the people the content, right? That was your battle, not mine, and I felt like I should step back and let you handle it.
Odd J0 says, have a Foster's and a good goon bag. Hug it out. We are hugging it out right now. I don't know if you guys are coming from that mentality, but I do feel like this is a hug out moment. It might not end that way.
I feel like not just you, but so many people just have these expectations or these standards that they have for me. Like when it comes to the way I should react to things, the amount of emotion I should bring, but I don't have that. And there's nothing I can do. I'm not going to fake emotions. I genuinely can't. I do not have any understanding of it. But what I do understand is how much of an entertainer you are and how much better you can be. It's not that I'm better than you, it's that I'm good at wearing a mask, right? I'm good at pulling confidence out of my asshole. Not all of the confidence is real, but I'm not gonna show that on camera. It's difficult, and it's not something that just came to me naturally. I had to learn it, and the way I learned it, the way that I've developed my personality, I guess, is by shit talking people. Anytime somebody's come at me, I went right back at them, but I've doubled it up. When I first joined this community, I was the most hated person in the Discord server. I got dogpiled every day. Every time I tried to join the VCs and talk, Brady would kick me. Like, I literally did not have a voice, so I made my voice. And you can do the same thing, and you will benefit from it.
Well, he is benefiting from it. Like, he is doing all this. He has made a voice. People very much look at Rastov as a buddy. And
yes,
when you go head to head with Rastov, it gives Rastov a immediate backing of the community. Half the community is saying, leave Rastov alone, poor Rastov. I was looking at the comments in the video. They're like, poor Rastov, poor Rastov. And then another half of the community is like, fuck, this is Twiggy. You should know this by now. Stonic is in the chat saying, you should have known this about Twiggy from day one. This is
I've been
Vex
forward
co-host.
about it. I have been very, very forward about how I handle things, how things impact me, or the lack of things impacting me. But I know very well that when it comes to like situations like this, you're not always gonna have somebody there to defend you, right? And also, you've already got Nightmare and Bruggs defending you, right? I'm enjoying the show. Like I know I'm a host and not a viewer, but I also wanted to see it play out. I wanted to see how you handled yourself. And you were handling yourself well up until the point where you got upset with me. And I don't fault you for that. I don't think that that's the best way to react to things when you're in front of a live audience, because then they're going, I mean, it could be. I mean, it's polarizing and people like it. But I don't think that you're going to like it later.
Coming from Rastov's perspective, all I could do is think to myself, okay, Twiggy's not going to have my back in a situation like this. So like I could never call him out on it because Twiggy doesn't owe me shit, right? Even as a co-host, even if this was Xylee and Boogie came in like this and I needed Xylee to step in for me, and she didn't, I wouldn't think, Xylee, why didn't you step in for me? What the fuck? I would think, okay, in a moment like this, I can't rely on Xylee.
I've told you to stop at times where I'm in the middle and you go to say something. I'm like, Billy, let me talk. Let me do it. I've told you to stop.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I also think I can have your back while also letting you handle yourself, right? I've had your back so many times. There's been so many times when I joined VC and people are talking about like just all this bullshit about you, stuff that's not even true. But they just don't like you because they want somebody who has a little more energy, right? Completely baseless, but people have the right to have their opinions. And I tell them that their opinions are retarded.
Dude,
I tell them...
You literally can't listen to anybody's opinions of you if they're pro or negative. None of this matters. You have to look at yourself. You have to look at what you've done. If you're proud of what you've done, find your own flaws and change them on the next opportunity you can. You can't let other people drive you, because nobody knows what the fuck you're doing. You barely know what you're doing. These motherfuckers watching, it's your job to tell them what you're doing, not them tell you.
And the only thing they know about you is what you show them on screen. So if you show them too much, they're going to take away, it is going to affect their opinion of you, but whether it's positive or negative, right? I think the difference is I don't care about the positive or the negative. I'll go into like chats with people and they'll start talking about how, the show wouldn't exist without me. And I'll shut them down right there. And I'm like, look, the show wouldn't exist without either of us, right? If one of us is replaced, the show's going to shit.
No, I don't think the show exists without Stonic. You guys have been living in a almost like a purgatory type thing, like season 7 of Lost.
Well, only the flashbacks in season 7 of Lost. All right, everything else is real. Don't get me started. But no, I have always had your back. I've let you know that I'm your ride or die.
But you haven't let him know because you haven't. He still doesn't believe it, right?
This is the one time.
No.
That's not my fault. I've done everything I can.
I don't think you needed to step in tonight. I think Rastov asking you to step in tonight is out of place. Personally, I think he was out of pocket asking for your help. I think if it was a serious situation, I do believe you would have stepped in. I think that you didn't take it seriously. And
I didn't at all.
Exactly. And I think that Twiggy knows when something is serious. I think Twiggy then, if it was serious, because I didn't think it was serious either. But if it was serious, I think Twiggy would expose himself as if he really had to help you, right? But you can't say you said you'd have my back. Why didn't you have my back when it wasn't a situation that was like dire straits, right?
When that leafer bag retard came on and was talking shit about you, I did nothing but defend you. Like, I do have your back, but it's what I keep on saying. This is Boogie we're talking about. He's gone into every show and shit talked. I'm going to let him do his thing. And whoever he's shit talking to, I'm going to let them react. And at this point, like, I know this isn't my place to say, but I'm always going to speak my opinion. I feel like you brought some stuff with you from home to work, and then you were looking for a reason to let that out.
It's not that. Rastov, Boogie challenged Rastov's job. He said you're going to get fired, and that turned Rastov on. This is 100% work. This is 100% work because Boogie, this is one of Rastov's biggest worries. And if you actually listen to the guy, this would be forefront in your mind. He 100% worries about losing his job. He takes nervous shits. He dreams about Keem punching him in the face. Boogie turned him in a moment because he said, "You're gonna get fired." Twiggy and I have been talking about it, and at that point, Rastov sours to the situation because it's one of his biggest fears is losing this. He literally gets nervous shits over it. I don't know if he loses sleep over it, but he dreams of getting punched in the face over it. Like
but that's the reality for all of us. We could all lose it at any minute.
Exactly. But that's where it got real to him. That's where it fell apart. It wasn't anything outside of this. That was 100% in universe. It's all about the job to him. And when Boogie hit that and Boogie brought your name into it, that Boogie successfully fucked you guys tonight. He successfully trolled you and Rastov because the way you react is the way that I probably would react, right? And then if Xylee came to me and said I had to do something, I'd be like, oh, we'll see if I have to do something because I'm a fucking defiant piece of shit. And you are too, dude. You are defiant. You're not the get along gang. You get along, you get along really well with people when it's part of like how you feel. When you believe in something, you're very chill. But when you don't believe, you're like, fuck you. I'm not playing your game. That's 100% who you are. And Rastov wants a guy who's just going to have his back, and he's not going to get that out of you in situations like this. I do think there's loyalty there from you, but it's a different type of loyalty. It's when you see shit get real, I do believe you would have Rastov's back, and I could be wrong about that. You could be manipulating him.
I would destroy them.
I think you would.
because I genuinely like Rastov, right? I think he is an amazing guy. But he was thrown into this, and he does have the personality for this, right? I don't want him to be some emotionally cut off hard ass like me, right? What I think he is perfect, except for the fact that he doesn't have any confidence in himself. So when he sees negative stuff,
you have too much confidence, right? So it's perfect because you guys are both too fucked up on both ends of the thing. He needs more confidence, which he's going to get with time and comfort when he realizes he's not going to lose his job, when he's not dreaming of shit and dreaming of getting punched in the face by Keem. That's going to balance out, and your confidence is going to balance out, I think, when you don't feel like you have to be on all the time. I don't
like when Keem was constantly calling me retarded and constantly telling me how annoying I was. I literally instead of thinking about that in a negative way, I literally thought about it in a positive way. I was like, all right, well, I'm doing enough. I wasn't even trying to be noticed, but I'm doing enough to be noticed, and I'm doing enough to be on Keem's mind, right? So I've got to be entertaining. Is it a positive or a negative entertaining? Doesn't matter, right? And so when I came onto the show, I knew that I could use that plus all of the different stuff I've learned, like just interacting with people in the community, all of the shit talking, people just constantly getting angry. And sometimes it's for no reason, sometimes it's for a valid reason, right? But yeah, as you said, I'm defiant, but I am a ride or die.
You know what's not ride or die? When you brought something personal into it and you said, I think you're going through something personal, because at surface level, all of Rastov's anger is definitely show related. As somebody who picks up on everything, there's an excuse for him to be this way based off exactly what happened from Boogie on. So like saying that this was something going on in his personal life, that was not you having his back. That was you digging too far. Like that's
well, I mean, I didn't even
this
like.
This is what I mean, though.
I don't understand.
Like giving sage-like advice, like he's this fucking absolute genius, and he understands the whole thing himself, right? But the thing that actually fucks me off is like we talk about this shit behind the scenes, and I have an expectation of how you're gonna act because you tell me that's how you're gonna act, and then you don't do it. And I don't give a shit if like you're gonna go against the rules. Like you can't just sit there and continuously fuck with my head. You just can't.
Fuck with your head recently, besides the Becky stuff. And the Becky stuff, I didn't tell anybody about that because I wanted genuine reactions. I'm trying to make the show entertaining. I was told to step it up, and I tried to step it up. But I've also been trying to step back and not, be the main character, because that's not my intention. I don't want to take anything away from anybody else. I want this to be equal.
Can we into this whole main character thing, because you've mentioned it like 3 times?
Because
Can you just explain
all the time by you how I have main character syndrome and that I'm stealing the show all the time.
It's literally a meme. It's literally a fucking meme that someone in the chat said, right? Like it's a joke.
Wings of Redemption. You have a lot of history working with psychopaths.
Oh, true.
How are you doing tonight, Wings? Did you think this is a Call of Duty lobby? Oh, are you here? All right. Welcome,
Wings,
man.
we're giving therapy. I'm letting you know now, even though we know we're getting paid soon. Twiggy, you give Billy your 500, and Rastov, I want your 500 for this counseling session. Sorry, Wings, yours is free because you work on the main show. You get much more money than us. So
now, Wings. I don't know if you watched any of this tonight, but Boogie came in tearing at Rastov after David Jaffe got worked up on Tech Talk. Jaffe was ringing. We've had a hell of a day today. Your fucking show got pulled. This has been absolutely toxic, chaotic day.
Yeah. Can somebody fill me in on the Jaffe crash out?
Jaffe got drunk and was just saying that he was heartbroken over Tina and breaking up with Tina. And Rastov and Boogie were started out playfully. They were like, Rastov was like, you were fucking in on the joke at first, Rastov. You were like, maybe he's heartbroken. He's a man's heartbroken.
It started off sounding funny until he started saying I was legitimately fucking fired.
Well, he alluded that you guys were going to lose your position, and this is something.
No, he straight up said I was fired. He straight up said I was fired.
He's not.
And that it was my last show.
He
did.
Boogie's
he literally did.
Boogie's trying to steal Employee of the Month by getting all the other employees to quit.
True.
Casual Dalton, thank you for the grifted. Cheers, brother.
Thank you.
I don't think you're fired, Rastov.
He's not.
No.
And if
That
he
was
was,
Boogie fucking with
if
him.
he was, it's not the end. You know what the end is? The end is losing what people love about you, right? That's the end. People love you because you're like the guy next door. You're like the dude people want to have a beer with. You're the homie. You're in the fucking chat all the time. We don't want to see you hurt, but also we don't want to see you hurt, right? Like, this is not entertainment. This sucks.
I have been a good time, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I was gonna come in here and make fun of him and call him bogans.
Go ahead, dude. Fuck it. It's just PK. Person kill. Let's go. Player kill. Snipe them, Wings.
I take the job shit real seriously, right? Like, you've got nerds on the chopping block, you've got fucking Keem looking at Cafe, like, you know, like all these little shows, right? Like, we could literally go at any point if he's not happy. And so, like, when someone comes in that's on the main show and starts saying, like, yeah, this is your last show, fucking troll or not, I didn't see it as a troll.
Don't you got like 4 or 5 crowns? Like,
yeah.
We have
They have
6.
six.
That's besides the point.
Yeah.
That's not besides the point. That right there by itself brings in more income than nerds.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. You have job security, and you acting like you don't is why I want to take Twiggy's side on this.
As a dude that has known King for 2 decades now, the only reason he wants to get he cares about Cafe or nerds or what they're doing is because it looks bad on him that they're not successful.
Well, and he wants to drive them to be successful, right? He wants to push them further, and lighting a fire under someone's ass is one way to push them. And if
Well,
you can't light a fire on some people just get burnt by the fire.
No. Sometimes you can't dictate the YouTube algorithm. Sometimes the it factor doesn't happen for a couple years.
Yeah.
You know, fuck it. Whenever I did have my crash out, the first person who did come to me and had my back and was willing to, like, basically end it all when it came to the show if I was gone was Rastov. So I have been a dick, right? I will admit to that. But, I mean, I'm still conflicted because I've been very forward with the fact that I barely feel anything, right? I rarely care about somebody, especially if it's online. Now, I do care about you, Rastov, right? Now, everybody else can basically, you know, fuck off, right? It's very hard for me to care about somebody through a screen, and I'm learning. Like with our key, like some of the crowns we have, I've talked to them in private. I think they're great people, and I'm starting to connect, like, the reality of it.
I connect with the rich fans too.
Well, no, but I'm saying I wanted to give them the time of day because I felt like I wasn't doing my part. Like, these people are supporting me, and I just wasn't doing anything to give them a reason to support me besides going on a show. Right?
As a main character, you have to think that you're the reason you got those crowns.
No, I don't.
It's because Rastov cries to them that he's going to lose the show if they don't become crowns.
No, it's because they like, I've been told by them that it's because of the contrast between us. They enjoy the contrast, but also like just interacting in the VC. I would hear people say some stuff that I just thought was fucking cringe, right? And the more I put myself in other people's shoes, the more I kind of understand, like, their feelings. Kind of, right? Now, it's still hard for me to connect, but I am trying. But I haven't been there for Rastov as much as he's been there for me. I've tried to, but I have a tough love mentality, so I'm very blunt and I'm very honest. And I still think that almost everything stems from the fact that, like, you lack confidence in yourself, and the only person who thinks there's a reason to is you.
But he gets to
Everybody
lack confidence.
here sees-
He gets to lack confidence, and that's probably what's going to end up getting him fired.
Hold up. You're talking all this shit, but, like, we all know Rastov, because I asked him earlier, like, why is he a pay pig? And he gave me this long-winded answer, but reality is so he can massage other pay pigs into crowns. We all know this. He
I need to be a pay pig still. I don't need to be a pay pig still. I'm no plastic fan. Fuck's sake.
He's got him.
Don't make me laugh.
He's like,
I'm supposed to be
guys, I'm one of you. Come be one of us over at Lolcow.
Fuck off. I was doing that shit before I became... Fuck off. I genuinely care about the fucking community, all right?
Yeah, so do we. We just don't finesse them. I'm
not fucking finessing anyone, dude. I'm not.
Rastov,
I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the fucking mood.
Rastov,
I'm not in the mood.
Rastov, I love you. I got to read this super chat. Billy Rastov said on stream multiple times that his lady had a bad day and that he was upset he couldn't be there for her. So Twiggy only mentioned that because Rastov did. Twiggy should not mention that when he's saying this is why Rastov is responding.
It was hypocritical. It really was.
That was a low blow that didn't need to happen because all the evidence on the stream shows that Rastov can be mad at what was going down on the stream based off the fears we know Rastov has expressed with us about losing his job to the point where he dreams of Keem punching him. Okay, this really does weigh on Rastov's mind. We can tell when Boogie said, "You're fired," that it triggered Rastov. We saw it live on the video. Rastov turned into a whole different level of almost like he was backed against a wall, and he started to get really fucking angry. And Twiggy, I probably would have sat that out too and let it play out, because I don't think you coming in would help Rastov get to the level of emotional like chillness he needs to in that situation. He needs to play that one out because he was getting overly reactively emotional about it. And I do think that's why I'm trying to defend Twiggy a little bit here, because I think if I was in Twiggy's situation, I would want to see you play it as far out on your own so you could earn getting through this in that emotional state as a manipulator, which I know Twiggy is too. And me and Twiggy, we'd be manipulating.
Twiggy is highly, absolutely, 100%.
We'd be manipulating, man.
But like, in bringing that up, it was hypocritical because there was a time on stream
it was hypocritical. I'm fucked up.
Was digging, and I told him not to do that, and then I went and did the same thing. And I do apologize for it. I literally do not know how to react to any of this, and that's not an excuse. That is. Me just being an idiot.
In a world where you're trying to prove that you have Rastov's back, what you did right there pulled the rug out from underneath you. That just was in live time. You showed that you
don't like saying, "Oh, all these people are always shit talking you in VC, and like all these people are also shit talking you in main, and I'm jumping in and defending them." It's like, bro, like that. None of that shit's fucking relevant because I have no way of knowing if that's true.
But you also,
like, it's just a way to try and get a leg up in a conversation.
Rastov, you also play that card sometimes because you'll say the audience is telling me this, the audience is telling me this. When you want something done that you believe in, you will say, well, the audience is telling me that this has to happen. That's why I'm doing it. Where you both should just be saying, I'm doing what I'm doing because I choose to do it. Because at the end of the day, you wouldn't listen to the audience if you didn't want to do what you wanted to do. It's all manipulative for him to say that the audience talks about you, or for you to say that the audience says something should be done. It's manipulative to use them as the reason why you do something. Everybody does what they do because they want to do it. If they didn't want to do it, they wouldn't do it.
That's also why I brought up Leafer Bag. He came onto our stream and shit talked.
He's
and
a dumb shit,
let
though.
him know.
He's a fucking dumb shit.
I still have Rastov's back on that.
This is a stupid thing to say you have Rastov's back on, because Leafer Bag is a level 0 fucking person to like. Rastov could whip his dick out, shit his pants, and piss directly away from Leafer Bag and still take him out. Like, Leafer Bag's a dumb fuck.
He's gonna say I don't have his back, but nobody comes onto the show and shit talks him. So when would he ever see me having his back?
Yeah, I don't know if you have his back, but by Wings, sorry it wasn't fucking Bogan shit talk stream. I love Wings. I'm glad he stopped by to say hi either way. But the truth is, you're not gonna know that Twiggy has your back, Rastov, until Twiggy feels like it's a moment where he needs to have your back. And you can't...
Right, and I felt like that was a situation where he could have, right? And it's like Xylee said, you can still have that situation and do it fucking jokingly, even if you don't think it's a serious thing. Because what made me feel like it was serious was the fact that he kind of slinked back and just started laughing about it, right? So that made me feel like it wasn't a joke.
So you
Like,
felt
he was
like,
like-
wait. So
No.
you felt like he was laughing at you and not at Boogie trolling.
Yeah, so it made me feel like, oh, well, shit, Rastov's about to get, like, fucking fired, so I'm just going to slink back and laugh to fucking... Do you know what I mean? Like, whereas if he had jumped in and, like, said some really fucking dumb, funny-ass, like, insults at him, I would have been like, okay, this is actually a bit. But I felt like he was just slinking back to, like, get out of the crosshairs, and I was just taking it on the chin.
And this is where your lack of confidence and feelings fucked you, because you assumed that Twiggy was trying to fuck you, and then you started taking it out on Twiggy, and when you take it out on Twiggy, Twiggy gives less of a fuck, and would at that point then want to watch you burn, because when Twiggy says he has your back, it's a long-term thing. He wants to keep doing this for a long time. In the moment, he will watch you learn to swim when you don't know how, when you're in the water. He's the type of dad that watches the baby until the baby learns to swim, right? He's gonna make you learn. And if you're like this, floating dead in the water, I think Twiggy would pull you up out of it. But also, Twiggy is out for Twiggy. Twiggy is person
Twiggy's
number
gonna
one.
stand there and laugh first, and then pull him out.
Yeah, which I think is
because he's gonna look at him going, "Why are you in the fucking water?" And then he's gonna pull him out.
It's my mentality with everything. Like, this is like, so I guess the first example I'll give has nothing to do with any entertainment stuff, but whenever my cat fights, the first thing my wife does is separate them, and I let them go at it because they're not going to get past it until they go at it. That's how wildlife works, or animals, or whatever. But then, like, why would I tell you, like, I would refuse to work with Michael and stay on the show because I care about you and I want to see us succeed together.
Anything you
and
say,
then immediately
Rastov
laugh.
can't trust, right? Rastov can't trust what you say.
What really fucks me off, and this might be the actual core of it, is that everything that Twiggy does is I am who I am and I'm not going to change, right? But anytime I have an anything moment, any feeling, I say anything, everyone's always like, you've got to fucking do X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, if I say I am who I am and that's not going to change, it's not good enough for anybody.
Well, because you're expecting things out of other people. You're expecting Twiggy to have your back. You're giving expectations.
It's frustrating.
It is frustrating. Twiggy is a frustrating person. Twiggy is also an interesting person. Twiggy is also someone who he's a creator, and that's part of his manipulation. He's creating storylines here. Brandix, thank you. Welcome to Band World. And Ava, I think we're going to not read this out. You're right, Billy. I just meant he didn't reveal something that Rastov hadn't revealed himself, but you're right. Twiggy shouldn't have said that was the reason Rastov got angry. I'm so glad that you and Xylee are here for the boys. Look, when I saw Rastov was about to go live and expose Twiggy, I immediately was like, this is stupid. Xylee went into his DMs and talked him down from it. I was like, I'm going to live stream this and make a complete mockery of it. and then Rastov took the stream down, so I was like, well, now it's going to be a breaking news situation, and I'm going to try and talk everybody through this because everybody is fucking heated. I saw Twiggy in the voice chat, and I realized Xylee was talking to Rastov after I decided to go live. I was like, I'm doing this because there's a ripple effect, and it's not just you guys. After I got through Aussy, I was going to start talking about every other fucking shit that happened today. This is like super rewind because today was fucking crazy across the board. But
ridiculous.
Most important, we're in the moment, is the two of you, because there is potential, there is money, there is two guys who are very committed to this, and they are coming from two very different perspectives. But their goal is the same.
All right, I want to say something though. But I feel like going off of what Rastov said, I feel like Twiggy does want people to bend to him though. He loves making people bend to what reaction that he wants.
Yeah, that's a troll. That's a
okay, right.
Twiggy's a troll.
So whereas Rastov is a type like you are who you are, right? And he's trying to say I am who I am. He feels like probably how he feels is Twiggy's always trying to bend him to what Twiggy wants.
But Rastov also wants people to react to him the way he likes. That's why he wants to be so well liked. That's why he's constantly being buddy with people on the Discord, because he wants friends. He's coming at it from a way that's very.
No. I hate that this. No, I hate that you keep saying this because that's literally not why I'm doing it. I have I talk to these people because they're cool people and I enjoy talking to them. Right? Like I have literally no input on how they feel about me. I'm not doing it for some fucking like jerk off reason. Like they're just genuinely cool people, and that's it. Like fucking end of story. Yeah. There's no ulterior motive. There's nothing else. I'm not doing it to stroke my ego or anything like that. They're just cool people, and like I enjoy them.
You're doing it because you enjoy it.
Yeah, but people take what you say and think that I'm fucking manipulating these people because they say it in the fucking comments and they say it in the thing. And then people in the Discord are like, every time I'm nice to someone now, they're like, oh, well, he's just gearing up for a fucking pay pig or a crown. It is not the case. Okay. I'm not doing it for to get anything out of it.
That's the joke. That's the joke, Rastov. That's the joke.
He genuinely cares about these people. And like there's people like Hemi, for example. They talk a lot. And he has literally built a relationship with him way before he was a king. And it has nothing it had nothing to do with him potentially becoming a king. It's because they both
let's take out the pay pig king getting the pay pig king thing. Rastov is being friendly with people because he wants to be friendly with people. This is what you want out of these relationships. You want to be friendly. You're getting what you want out of them. Twiggy's
when
getting
we
what
joke
he
about
wants.
it, it's a meme, just like it's a meme about him being main character. You said that was a meme about Twiggy, right?
Yeah, let's.
It's a meme about us saying that.
Let's cut that out. This is not about manipulating people to pay you. This is about you wanting people to like you, and you're going out and being likable. If you didn't want to be likable, you wouldn't put so much effort into being a likable guy. It's just this is a base level. This is not about manipulating people. This is about who you are, your ethos. You're going out and you're being the cool guy. You're being the chum. You're being the bloke. And this is why we love you, dude. You're the dude next door. You're the homie. We don't love you because you get angry, right? When you get angry, we either think, fuck, my friend's hurting, or we think, fuck, my friend's whinging, right? And it just depends on how much someone cares about you. But 100%, you want people to like you because you are being likable, or else you wouldn't do this. It had nothing to do with money. It's all from where you come from as a person.
But I hate the way that you're saying it because it makes it you make it sound like it's a conscious thought that I'm having, but it's not. I'm not doing this because I'm like I'm going to talk to X, Y, Z today because I want them to like me.
And a slut doesn't go out. A slut doesn't go out and give her pussy up. You know, people. I'm not saying this is a you thing, like you're doing this intentionally. I'm saying this is your programming. This is the character you are. This is who you are. You want to be liked, and Twiggy is maybe more like engaged with what he's doing, and maybe has more of a plan in his head. But both of you are just being who you want to be, right? And you can't fault either of you if you both are happy doing it. And hopefully not hurting anybody along the way. People get to live how they want to live, brother. That's what I'm saying. It's hard for you guys to coexist, but you both are doing what you want to do as people, right? I think what you're doing, Rastov, is paying off in droves, not monetarily, but in the fact that these people in the chat care about you. I think that's why you pay off. I think what Twiggy's doing pays off because people fucking talk about Twiggy's psycho ass. And I'll tell you, Twiggy, not a lot of people, some people definitely care about you, but a lot of fucking people want to just pay attention to you and see what the fuck you're going to do. You're very talkative. You're very engaging. I don't know if anybody really fucking cares about Twiggy, right? If Twiggy cuts his fucking hand off all the way through the wrist on Lolcow Aussy, I don't know how many people are going to feel bad for you for doing it. Because they're going to be like, this guy fucked around and found out. That's Twiggy. That's the Twiggy way. If Rastov gets a boo-boo on his wrist, people are like, oh, fuck, that's my bro. That's Rastov. Fuck. That's got boo-boo. And this is like the dichotomy between the two of you, too. Twiggy is balls out. You got to have confidence. I don't care. I'm crazy. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, we love Twiggy. He's crazy. Because some people on the internet don't want to care about who they're watching. They just want to be entertained. And Rastov, you're entertaining. Anybody who says you're not entertaining is fucking stupid.
Period.
You're very entertaining. And Twiggy, anybody that says you're not human and you don't have feelings is also stupid.
Yeah.
No, he does. He does. And that's why it pisses me off because he's actually a super fucking caring dude. And I'm just like, just let it out just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's not in his character to do that.
But it's not up to me. It's not up to me to like make him do that. I know that. But I can want it. I'm allowed to want it.
you're allowed to want it. You are.
Yeah, but
Harris
I
Nicks,
only
welcome to Cash
do
Cow.
it with people I care about, and I'm not gonna do it on stream. Nobody watching needs to see me like talk about how I feel, because then that is something that stays behind the camera. I keep my personal life separate from what I do on screen, and the difference is it's not an act. It's not fake. It's within the flip of a switch. I can just turn it off because I had to learn to care, basically. So I can just revert right back to what I was, but the feelings are still there. I still care, and I even behind the scenes, I'm going to give somebody tough love because that's what always. It may not work out.
You're also going to be a cunt not behind the scenes. Like you there's moments where you're very mechanical in a lot of ways, and you let the mechanics go hard as fuck because you have no problem. You have no, like, where Rastov has a problem not worrying, you have a problem worrying about anything. When the show's over, you go in and play video games and voice chat and you're totally disconnected. You don't give a fuck. And you don't give a fuck no matter if you really fucked shit up or not. Like, you didn't, you were.
I do to a point. I don't want to ruin the show for anybody. Like, whenever I had my crash out, I literally cried to Rastov. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, not fake crying. It was real. I was wasted. And the reason I was upset, it was not because I was going to lose my opportunity. I was more than willing to step away if that's what was needed. I didn't want Rastov and Stonik to lose their opportunities. And no offense, Stonik, I love you. But more so Rastov, because he genuinely deserves this. He didn't ask for this, right? He was given this and has done nothing but care. A lot of people can be handed something and not care because they feel entitled to it. Rastov was given this opportunity and doesn't feel entitled to it, which can work in his favor. But he needs to... I think it would help if he had more confidence in himself. Because as long as he has confidence, he's not going anywhere. At all.
Bottom line, I feel like I got betrayed because when you did the knife thing, I got straight up asked, should we fire Twiggy? And I said, no, we need him. And then when I felt like I was getting fired, you were there laughing. That's my bottom line. And if anyone doesn't understand that, I can't help you.
Yeah, but it's like I literally was laughing.
There's going to be no resolution. There's going to be no resolution, and like, there's no explanation you can give me because I'm just literally telling you, like, I did this, and I expected the same when I was feeling like it was going to happen. Whether or not you would have got fired for Knifegate, I don't know. I still got asked the question and said no. And then when someone who's like, in my eyes, up at the top, right? Because he's on the main show, like, if he comes in and says, like, we've talked and you're fired, right? Like, cool. I'm still taking that as serious. So in a situation I felt was serious, I didn't get back what I gave. And like, I felt betrayed, and that's the end of it. And like,
it's not
we're
the
not
end
going to
of it,
get past it, so I'm just going to have to give it up.
You have to look at it from this perspective. Twiggy knew right off the bat Boogie was fucking with you because Boogie referenced something, a conversation that him and Twiggy never had to back it up. So Twiggy immediately knows Boogie's fucking with you, and he's laughing because this is playing out as a back and forth between you and Boogie. He's not thinking it's serious, but then he watches it get serious with you, and then he's like, oh shit, Rastov is taking the fucking bait, right? And
I also knew, like, I also made it clear, me and Boogie do not talk. Like, we talk in the VC and that's it. And, like, we don't even talk about Aussy. Every time I try to talk about Aussy, he tells me how much of a shitty show it is. Right? Like, he's doing it to troll me. But the first time we've ever DM'd was today, and he was asking me, like,
should we fire Rastov? Oh, this is afterwards.
He was basically... No,
I feel like we're just looping.
Like, I'll just show it. I'll show it. I don't even care.
But I feel like we're looping here. Like, I don't need an explanation. I understand all of the sides and all of that sort of shit, right? So it's like...
He called me for 2 minutes and was asking if you were okay. That was it.
Man, I can't believe that Mike shit wasn't even a month ago. Holy fuck.
I know, it feels like 6 months ago, doesn't it?
Yeah, Mike went from being kicked out of the universe to running like, what, 5 shows, and he's managing Twiggy now? What the fuck happened in 1 month?
No, I don't even... I've only talked to Mike twice, and one was on Nerds, and the other was on, like, Queens or something. I have no communication with Mike behind the scenes. I never have. And I really don't think I'm going to.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's what's going to happen is at Fat Camp, he's going to take interest in you and want to see what you can do if you're there. And he's probably going to want to film some shit more directly with you because we're all going to be like working together at Fat Camp. It's going to be work, filming content, shooting live shit. It's going to be an opportunity for everybody to have breakout moments, but also show their worth when the opportunity rises, because this is literally the land of opportunity. Fat Camp is make or break for a lot of people who feel like they're not going to be here. If you're losing a show and you make it to Fat Camp, if your show's struggling, you have every opportunity to be a breakout person at Fat Camp because you're having the best talent there to carry you. If you step out of line, you're going to get stampeded. If you play the game and you know what's going on, you could become a fucking star real quick. It's just all eyes are going to be on Fat Camp.
And like I can work with anybody, even if I despise them. Like me and Zayzooted, we do not get along. Like we constantly shit talk each other, and I've said some terrible things to her. But then we go on to Nerds, and it's fine, right? The difference is she knows nothing about me. She will never know anything personal about me. None of you will, unless I just slip up in VC, right? But Rastov, you know me better than anybody in this community. You know more about me. You know so many intricate details about my life, and it's because I trust you and I care about you. And you've never given me a reason not to trust you.
And he feels like he wants to trust you, but that trust is continually being tested to a point where he doesn't know if he can, right? Because you are so flippant with the way that you do things. He's so in a place of rules and a place of structure, and you're so the opposite. So he can't. Yeah, he can't.
But the problem is, like, I was trying to just say, like, this has pissed me off. Like, my overlying message the whole time was, this has pissed me off, and like, I never got like a fucking like just. There was always like a but or an actually or a but, like, and I literally wasn't looking for anything. I just needed you to understand this is how this is how I'm at. This is where I'm at right now. But it never fucking just ended there, right? Like it never. There's always like there was this reason. It was this reason. It was this reason. Like it doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, I had a feeling. I felt a way. I just wanted to kind of leave it. And like I didn't need everybody to try fix my feelings. I didn't need it. The same thing that you got upset with me for doing to you, you kept doing to me, and that was making me mad because I stopped doing this. I stopped trying to dig into your feelings because you told me you didn't like it, and then it was like. You came back at me and like when I was just saying, bro, this pissed me off. I didn't like it. Obviously I was heated, but like the fact that people came, like Pharaoh jumped in, and I'm sorry, Pharaoh, I fucking yelled at you too, but he jumped in. He was trying to like explain how I was feeling and how I should be feeling, and like no one was fucking understanding that I just wanted to say this is how this situation made me feel. I was
telling you that if you react the way that you're doing, it's only going to backfire on you. If you leave the show, like if you leave the chat, it's going to backfire. If you end a stream early, it's going to backfire. I wasn't telling you what you're feeling. I was telling you what's going to happen and how you've got to be on camera, because maybe it's my ego, maybe it's just the fact that I'm retarded. I don't know, but I feel like I understand more about on screen, like being on screen than most people who are just starting out at this. Because I literally, the only entertainment I've had for years is YouTube. So I feel like I've developed an understanding of what should be on screen, what should be off screen. A lot of people, when they get emotional on screen, they don't think, I don't want to use the word logically, but they kind of lose a little bit of control, even if it's a minor amount of control, and that can easily backfire on you when you're on camera. Easily. And people will use it against you. So that's why I find
high
it so...
right now? Like, am I genuinely high right now? Like, I feel like I'm speaking a different language again, and this was the actual problem that I had on Aussy. Like when we were on the show, is I don't need you to tell me these things. I know.
I'm trying to help you, though.
I don't need your help.
Yeah. You do.
I don't need your help.
Do.
No,
There's
I don't.
A reason that I'm not.
No, I don't.
You two are so far apart on like where you're coming from that neither of you can help each other. Honestly, You just have to try and be patient with each other and let each other do their thing. You got to let each other get your shit in, okay? In wrestling, when you're doing a wrestling match, it's all pre-recorded. What's going to happen is predetermined. The good guy is going to beat the bad guy tonight. If that's going to happen, the good guy's going to get his ass kicked the whole match, and the bad guy's going to get all his shit in and then build up this story where the good guy comes back and wins, right? But you got to let each other get your shit in, or else you're getting squashed. And you two are constantly squashing each other. You're not letting each other truly come from the place of where you're both honest. And part of that, Rastov, is you expecting Twiggy to bend for you. And part of that, Twiggy, is you being unwilling to give up anything. You go fucking hard. When you're in a tear, you're an unstoppable force. And that's hard for Rastov because he is the opposite. He's very chill, easygoing. He wants things to be calm. He loves to be in comfort. The comfort and security of rules. And you're more like fucking welcome to the Thunderdome, dude. Let's blow this bitch up. So it's you two are two different worlds that are on the same show, and you both have the same goal. You both want to make the show the best it possibly can be. And we see that when segments break out, when your docket team is putting together these fun segments, you guys are right there with the same goal. And almost like these segments become the tie that binds you, meeting points. These are points where you two can put the fucking armor down, guard down, and just do what you got to do because you both know this moment you're both focused on it. And it's almost like a trick into tricking you guys into getting along, because otherwise it is a tug of war, push and pull. And you have moments like this that break.
I just don't want him to put something out there that he's going to regret. I don't want him to let his emotions take over on camera and save that for behind the scenes, because people will use it against him, and then he's going to get trolls like wings, and then things can get very bad very fast. I've seen it happen countless times.
He's got to learn that on his own, the same way you got to learn to chill the fuck out. He can't tell you to chill the fuck out. He can't be like, Twiggy needs to chill the fuck out. Twiggy needs to defend me. Twiggy needs to show up, because Twiggy, when he's in his moment, people love it. Just like when Rastov's in his moment,
too,
people love
Twiggy.
it. Yeah,
but I've been very upfront about
thing,
that.
right? I went through this whole thing when you did the knife thing and got the stream taken down, as I tried to keep you reined in for however long I did until it got to the point where we couldn't do it anymore, right? And now you're trying to do the exact same thing to me that you complained that I was doing. And that's what's frustrating, is you being a hypocrite, because you keep telling me not to do these things to you. I'm accepting your boundaries, and then every time I have a problem, you're doing the exact same fucking thing to me every time. And I'm like,
you're trying to keep me from doing things that get the show canceled. I'm trying to keep you from doing things. No.
It's not even that. Bro.
You can't say keep him from doing things to hurt him. Let him hurt. And also, Rastov, you can't say you need Twiggy to have your back, because Twiggy is coming from a place where he thinks you need to not be hurt, and not be hurt doesn't mean he defends you. It means he wants to.
I totally get that, right?
He wants to see you change, and you want to see him change, and neither of you have the power to change one another.
Exactly, but I had to go through that whole thing and get roasted daily until I realized that I just need to let him be himself and just react in the way that I'm gonna react, not try to control him, right? And so I feel like I've made that personal growth, because I haven't tried to stifle him or anything like that when he's done crazy shit. But now anytime I have a problem, it's the same thing. He tries to tell me why I'm feeling a specific way, or he tells me that I need to not do XYZ 1 2 3 because XYZ 1 2 3 is gonna happen if I do. And I'm like, bro, practice what you were preaching to me, because this is where my frustrations are coming from, is that you're telling me to not do this to you because this is how we work together better, and yet in the same fucking voice you're going and doing the same thing to me. It's like, bro, just let me be me. I feel like we've literally switched roles now, and I don't know how that happened.
I feel like what it sounds like to me, or what Rastov is saying, it sounds like Rastov does what Twiggy wants, in the sense of don't do X, Y, and Z. Rastov's like that, but at the same time, Twiggy is like, but Rastov, you do this, this, and this, but won't do what Rastov needs.
No, I have toned it back like 50%. I make conscious decisions every single time we go stream, and I'm like, okay, you know, how can I find a way to mess with everybody, make it entertaining, but not take it too far, right? He was trying to wrangle me so that we could make sure that I don't do something stupid and take it too far, and I haven't. I've been making a conscious effort to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I still do. Like I've been told it's fine to pull knives out on stream for the running gag. It just I can't do anything, you know, harmful or even that looks harmful with it.
Right.
So I've made conscious decisions there. I was told to put more work in, even though I literally have an addiction to energy drinks now because I've been putting more work in. I've never for my 24 years of life, I literally drank maybe 10 energy drinks. Like it's weird to me, but I've been trying to do more work. I've been trying to make things more entertaining for people without like trying to like steal the show because that it would never work that way. I would crash and burn. I have to have him here with me for the show to be successful, but I also know how to put together, you know, content. And I know that because I've been told straight from the top.
But you treat me like I don't.
No, I just you're complaining about being left out of stuff, but if I don't leave you out of certain things, then I don't get a genuine reaction because you even admit it yourself. You don't have the
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's allowed to be fucking frustrating. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying it's frustrating, right? Like this is what I mean. I'm allowed to have a feeling and share a feeling with you so you know how I'm feeling because that means that you can fucking react your way however, right? You can do X, Y, and Z and I'm going to react how I'm going to react, but you can't then tell me, hey, you shouldn't react this way. Do you understand? Like, you gotta let me fucking... If I do something stupid and get the fucking stream taken down, you have to let me do that. You have to let me figure this shit out on my own. Because I ate shit because you did it and I tried to stop you. Right? So now I'm just letting you do it. And when you do what you do, and that's cool.
And when he let you go with Boogie, you responded with, you should have backed me up, right? So like
I felt like I was getting ganged up on and it would have been nice if you had to back me up.
But you also had Nightmare there backing you up, right?
Yeah.
Boogie, you can't be ganged up on by Boogie, right? That's one man. You think Twiggy was ganging up on you?
It felt like he was. That's what I'm saying.
Twiggy
It felt like he was
laughing at him and not what Boogie was doing.
Yeah, I didn't need a hug. Like I didn't need a hug. I was just saying like we'd had this conversation saying that if someone from outside our show came on and came at one of us, the other one would fucking, like, we were going to be like brothers in arms and fucking solve this shit together, right? So that was my expectation going in. And then when it was about firing, that's when I was like, bro, is he just hanging me out to dry? I don't feel like that's an unrealistic thing to think.
But it was wrong. Like, he wasn't just
That's
leaving you out
fine.
to dry.
It can be wrong.
He saw Boogie trolling you, and he let Boogie troll you. Because if he responds, now he's cucking the content. Because Boogie is trolling you, right? And
again, I totally get that.
I didn't get upset when you went on to other shows and like talk shit about how crappy my solo stream was. Like, I mean,
yeah, but again, we talked about that, and you told me you didn't like it, so I stopped doing it, right? So you had another solo stream, and I didn't jump on and say that it was shit this time, right? So like, you've told me something you don't like, I've listened to you, and then I followed through on it. You literally just fucking proven my point. Thank you.
I gotta read this dono. Sir Joseph Pesci said Keem's idea for every show is to fire everyone and hope it causes drama and riffs. That's not
true.
That's not always his idea. Some of us get to live comfortably knowing that we're probably only going to get fired because we make less money than Aussy does, and they're worried about getting fired. Why the hell is Rewind?
That's not true.
What?
That is not true.
The Rewind makes less money than Aussy does?
That's not. There's no way.
I don't know. Maybe not. You guys got 6 crowns. You guys mean pay pigs as we do. You guys are getting donos like crazy. I think we have like 14, 15 maybe. You guys got more, don't you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We actually don't. No, we actually don't because a bunch of them became crowns. That's not the point.
How many members you got? How many members you got?
Like,
how many thousand? How many?
2,000.
Yeah,
we have like 1,000 or something. Like
We have like 1,100.
Yeah, but you got like ours are all gifted. Yours are all like real.
Every
Like,
time you guys are like, we're gonna get fired, I'm thinking you guys are making more money than fucking we are. If anybody's up for losing their shit, it's the little rewind kids that have to sit after Queens and before Tech Talk and get 90 minutes to do a 3-hour show. We're 3-hour people, Xylee and I are. You guys get 3 hours every night. Tech Talk gets 3 hours if they want it. I'm jealous of that time slot.
No, not the time slot. We like the time slot. We already went.
I'm jealous of how much time you guys get because I'm like, fuck, this is hard to run with in 90 minutes. It's not hard. We make it work, right? But it's like when you're saying I'm worried we're gonna get fired. I'm like, you guys are doing pretty fucking good, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys ever have disagreements?
Fuck
what?
no. Fuck no. Xylee
if you
and
did have a disagreement with Xylee, would you kick her out of the show every single time that she popped in and then time her out in the YouTube chat? Because I was timed out in the YouTube chat too.
Yeah,
I was not allowed to have a voice whatsoever.
That's a shitty feeling. I know I've had people do that to me on other shows, and I
could have come back on it all. I have 6 YouTube accounts.
I wasn't going to do that. It's not a good feeling.
But I mean, I did not do anything to mess with the show, right? I was coming in, I was trying to get my side out there. I could have easily caused problems. I could have gone haywire. I could have kicked everybody out of the live on stage repeatedly.
You could have.
I could have come back on my 6 different YouTube alts. Like, I'm petty enough where I would have made multiple more YouTube accounts. Just kept on creating.
But you're smart enough. You're smart enough to know if it was a real problem, you'll get them long term. I know you, dude. I know.
Well, no,
you.
it was that I didn't want to add to it anymore, and I didn't want to make him feel worse because I actually cared.
Yeah,
right?
Well, you care, but also, you know, if you really wanted to get back, that wouldn't be the way to get back.
Oh no, I think he would have loved it. I think he would have thought it was hilarious.
And that's my point. Like, everything he does is based on how he perceives the boss is going to think about it. Fuck everybody else.
Because I didn't do it.
I get it, and I get it. I fucking get it. Like, you guys keep making all these points that I already fucking understand. I know that I shouldn't have kicked him out. I know that I shouldn't have timed him out. I know that I shouldn't have fucking timed out people. I'm not an idiot. I fucking understand this shit. But nobody is actually listening to how I feel. And that's what's fucking me off.
Here's the
thing. You were almost sabotaging the show. You were banning members.
I didn't ban anybody. I fucking time people out.
Still,
and I told people how long
piss people off and they're going to stop supporting.
I don't care. I don't care that you're trying to explain to me something I already fucking know. No one is going to beat themselves up harder than I'm going to beat myself up about how I acted. Because I hate getting angry and I hate the way I act when I get angry.
Says just kiss and move on. But
that's why I don't like getting angry, because I know that I'm going to do some fucking stupid shit, right? Like, that's why I try to avoid drama, because I know how I am. That's why I don't want to get drunk, because it's the same fucking thing. Like, but to try and sit there and fucking explain, that's why I was saying you were mansplaining shit to me.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you the same shit I fucking told Pharaoh last night. What did I tell Pharaoh last night?
I can't remember.
Yeah, you do. That's why you're smiling. You're on a fucking Lolcow show and you don't want drama. What part of your mind have you fucking lost?
No. It's not that. It's just that I don't like being dramatic.
Wings of Redemption back.
I'll do it,
Wings
but that doesn't mean I don't.
Wings been listening. Go ahead. Finish Rastov. Go ahead. What were you saying? I'm sorry. I cut you off.
Me?
Yes, you. I cut you off.
I forgot.
Okay. Go ahead, Wings.
The chat was saying you were crashing out. Look, let me help you out here. Boogie is not privileged to any information I don't have. Nobody's planning on getting rid of you. Aussy's actually one of the better running shows. Like, you went from $250 to almost $500 concurrent viewers in the last 2 weeks. Like, you're the only show showing growth. You bring in a decent income. Nobody is trying to get rid of Aussy.
Thank you.
Boogie is fucking with you.
Boogie's a dick.
I get that now, and like, I'll never trust anything he says again. But like,
you shouldn't trust it in the first place.
Liar tattooed on his face.
Yeah, you got to remember, this is a guy who survived cancer twice. So,
yeah, and is autistic. Well, although he is retarded, I think. And you know, and hit when he was 14, hit a girl with a car.
What this really is about is not about who's right or wrong, because it doesn't fucking matter, right? What matters is where the two of you are going to meet. Do you both want to continue doing Lolcow, Aussy, or are one of you done?
Yeah. Why would I want to
make me go anywhere?
Yeah, because I don't think either of you want to quit. That's why I asked the question, because I didn't want to assume things. I don't think.
I also want to point out. This.
Oh
I'm
shit,
sorry for cutting you off,
Eric!
Billy.
Eric, I'm sorry we used the R word,
Eric.
dude. How you doing,
Does
Eric?
Eric need to be here?
Unfortunately, unless you're going to add to the conversation, I might,
Eric, I'm gonna pull you up in a little bit, okay?
Oh, okay. Hey, no problem,
Okay.
Xylee.
All right.
Thank you.
I
I'll
love
pull
you,
up
Eric.
a little bit.
I don't
Thank
want to
you,
get upset.
Twiggy.
Things
All
are
right, bye, honey.
hot right now, brother.
Last thing I want to do is get annoyed and take it out on Eric because
No,
he's such
I
a
know.
wholesome
That's
guy.
why I wanted to get him out, and I don't want that to happen.
I thought he was coming
Eric
to
too,
crash
he's a
out on
sweetheart.
you guys. I was like, let's get Eric crash out. Let's see what side Eric's on. But
Let's not crash Eric out because his mother sleeps 3 feet from his crash out.
Yeah, I don't.
True.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
Because they literally live in that one little room right there that you see.
Eric's a top G. He was
look with the show. We were doing fine. We were literally killing it up until the point where I made the mistake of just sitting back and letting Boogie do his thing. That's literally what caused all of this.
But the problem is
There
you knew
there
Boogie
wasn't
was
any
trolling,
issues.
right? You knew Boogie was
Yeah,
trolling.
I made it. I literally thought that was obvious by the fact that I was laughing at it. I wasn't taking it seriously.
Rastov didn't.
I've never been. Yes, but I've never been in a situation with Rastov where I was on the other person's side, right? So I thought it would be pretty obvious that I'm laughing. I'm asking him to sing it out instead of yelling. Instead of yelling, guys, can we sing our issues? I thought that made it very obvious that it was a bit, and I knew it was a bit. Plus, Boogie was in there at the beginning, just waiting for Rastov to come in. I was like, okay, what is Boogie doing in here? Because right now we're talking about stuff that has nothing to do with the show, and I know he's not here for a conversation with me because Boogie never talks to me one-on-one. There's got to be something more here. Why would he be in the beginning? It was because he wanted to get a reaction.
So what
Sorry,
you should do,
it is storing.
You should hit back at Boogie
Storming
for
here.
attacking your mental health.
Yeah, both of you should turn this into an attack Boogie phase, because Boogie is the biggest fucking glass cannon chungus. He's not. You can knock him over and then piss on him. You can teabag him so easily. He's not the. Boogie is not the fucking King Kong badass unless he's throwing the Mountain Dew barrels. Then he's Donkey Kong, and you don't want to fuck around with Donkey Kong.
Motherfucking warfare.
Exactly.
And I also will say this, Rastov, I wouldn't stress out too much about you punking Keem or going at Keem like you did. He'll just turn it into content. That's what Keem does. He's a businessman. He sees everything as a way to entertain.
And
It's a hard
everything
thing
he
to
does
wrap your
is
head around after working government for that long. I swear to God.
Yeah, and that's what you got to
You're
do.
in the entertainment business
Because
now,
you're no
baby.
longer in the city.
I get it.
Welcome to the jungle. It's
Yeah.
all fun and
Like-
games.
Hey, look at me. I look like a bum.
Every
I just woke
little
up.
thing.
You look good. You look
Every
good. Wayne.
little thing that
I'm in my
Keem
night
does.
shirt.
Every time
just a
he's
white t-shirt.
Go ahead.
every time Keem's threatened to fire one of us or cancel the show or anything he's done, even when he had us come onto Lolcow Live to defend ourselves, right? Every little thing he's doing to the smallest detail is him trying to build us up and make us better entertainers. You have to look at the positives when it comes to this stuff. You can't because there's two reactions he's looking for. He's looking for the negative reaction and the positive reaction, which is letting it motivate you instead of tearing you down. He doesn't want to tear you down. He wants to motivate.
Yep.
And
If
keep
I
in
don't
mind,
see it,
I'm gonna try this one more time, right? I'm gonna try and make it as simple as possible. I know everything that everyone is already telling me. I already know that because I'm not a fucking moron. Okay? My issue is, and this is my only issue, I said this is how I feel. Everyone kept trying to explain my feelings to me. They're my fucking feelings, right? So then I would re-explain it one more time. And they would re-explain why I'm re-explaining my feelings. Don't do it. Simple. Done. That's it. If you can't fucking understand that, too bad.
Let me tell you how you feel, Rastov. Because I know that you're going to live in your head because of your actions from the past, and you constantly live in your head. You'll go lay down, you'll go make yourself something to drink, you'll sit there and reflect on it, and you just stay there, and you're your own worst enemy because of that. I know. I made a whole career as a Lolcow doing the exact same fucking thing. Don't be.
Yeah.
It's not that big a deal.
And
what did Ben Shapiro say, Billy?
Facts don't care about feelings. But this is the problem. Most people don't care about facts. We live in a world where people who believe something, whether it's true or not, belief runs the world. There's religions that topple your governments because the belief didn't care about facts. The feeling won, right? It's just, that's the fact, is that facts don't matter. Lies are more powerful than truth.
But I mean, you agreed, Xylee. Like, anytime you let your emotions take over on stream, you're risking a lot.
I do it every night.
Yeah, but have you ever had it? Have you ever had it backfire on you?
85% of people are emotionally reactionary people. 15% of people are reactionary based on logic. All right. So right there, it's a losing battle. The 15% that are logic, they don't have the numbers. If it's a numbers game, you lose. The logical people have to try and logically convince the emotional people where to be rational. And that's where the logic people become the 1% that control this world because they're able to convince the emotional people of their opinions based on running their emotions. This is how the world works.
Stop crashing out, Billy.
I guess what I mean though is like I feel like I feel like people can learn, for one, and I feel like I can help because I was not always the way that I am. I've worked on this. I knew if I was ever like most of this came from, I'll be honest, most of this just came from working in customer service, and the specific job that I was doing, because I also would, have some shitty things happen and I'd have to be able to move on from it quick, right?
Yeah, and
like there are reasons, but I also feel like it can be learned, and the way that I've told Rastov I see things is that as soon as the cameras are on, it doesn't matter what show it is, it doesn't matter what anybody says. If you have the mentality that none of this is real, you'll get by with things. You'll be able to handle things a lot easier.
But this is real, the rest of.
But the things that do affect you at the end of the stream, turn it off and go.
You can't tell Rastov to reprogram himself. That's as stupid as him telling you have to defend him when Boogie's trolling him.
I know, but Mystic Zora, right?
Slime.
Yeah, Slime. I've been talking to Slime a lot because he was getting dogpiled and was always in his feelings about it, and he's very upfront about this. I've helped Slime stop caring about what people online say about him.
Okay, great, but you gotta stop little broing Rastov here. You're little broing him, you know that, right? When you're doing that, you're little broing him.
Feelings?
I think
I like how I am, and I don't want to change. But as simple as that. You don't want to change. I don't want to change.
Both of you guys want to change the other person. Both of you guys need to learn.
No, I've given up on that.
Well, you didn't give up. You didn't give up on it until tonight, right? Like you just gave up on it.
No. Like again, I wasn't telling him he had to do it. I was saying that I was annoyed that he didn't do it. There's a very big difference. Yeah. Because he had told me. I'm sick of looping because I feel like I'm saying the same thing, and everyone's explaining it to me different ways.
You're bringing your emotions up and saying this is how you feel when Twiggy doesn't give a fuck how you feel, right? That's the problem. That's why the loop is here. Because you're like, but what about my feelings? And Twiggy's like, I barely care about my own fucking feelings. I'm not going to care about yours.
But that's not what's happening. Because I'm saying this is how I felt, and then he is saying, well, you feel this way because. That's the problem.
Because he's trying to logically interpret your feelings because he doesn't believe
I'm not telling you what you're feeling. I'm telling you, this may be what's best for the show so that you don't let things take over. You having your emotions is nothing but a benefit, right? It's when you let them control you that it can cause issues, because then you start to take it out on other people and viewers. And I mean, we're running a show here. This isn't,
If you both don't want to quit the show, we have to figure out a resolution about this. Someone in the chat said the show's going to be awkward for a month. It can't be awkward for a month. That's going to fucking suck. A month time here is like a year time. You can't be awkward for a month. We got to figure out a base point for you guys to remember you're focused on the show. Maybe 3-hour shows, 4-hour shows, 5-hour shows for Aussy. Maybe that's not the answer. Maybe you got to do 90 minutes with all your fucking docket shows planned, all your, like when you guys are doing the dockets and doing the segments, maybe you just got to go through those for a while and hammer out the focus of the show, because you both seem to be able to focus really well when you have the show there and when it's not a tug of war of a free-for-all. Maybe that's not the answer. Maybe you got to do 5-hour shows and fight it out, but when you fight it out, you got to fight each other on it, and you got to come to a resolution. But you got to figure out what's going to happen. Because right now you both want to go on. But you can't go on like this, right?
Right or wrong?
Did he freeze?
I think he froze. Hex says Twiggy doesn't understand how you feel, Rastov.
Okay, yeah, I think he's frozen. Yeah, you're right. Well, how do you answer that question? Right or wrong?
Of course it's right. I don't hate him. Like, I don't hate him. I don't want to not work with him.
I don't think you do hate him.
No.
I don't think you do. There he is. He's back.
I just want him to respect the boundary that he put in place with me for me. That's simple.
BB Phil had
hard.
a message for Wings. We didn't get it out quick enough. Thank you so much, Wings, for supporting Rastov and Twiggy. They can truly learn from your veteran experience. I always try helping them myself. Seeing all this unfold is truly upsetting as a fan. That's a fact. Like, fans don't want to see this shit, right? People who want to see this shit are enjoying it, though. The fans want to see you guys do the fan stuff, the cool show stuff, getting along, Twiggy going to an extreme, Rastov reacting to it. Like, Twiggy's extremes don't work as well if Rastov isn't reacting to it, right? That's just part of the programming. But Rastov has to feel comfortable in his job, in his stream, and that's something that Twiggy is not willing to. He's not willing to come to your level on that, right? He's shown time and again. It's not something Twiggy values.
Twiggy, are you there?
Danny Juke says, "I love Aussy." Yeah. We all love Aussy, dude. Like, I think
we're
everybody
here because we love Aussy.
Maybe
I
not,
don't
maybe
think
not
we
everybody
watching, did
watching,
an emergency
but
stream for
but
Queens
yeah,
or something.
yeah. Well, maybe we would have been on after Queens anyways. But
okay, true. But whatever, you know what I mean. Shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it over Tech Talk. That's for damn sure. I'd have been like, no, fuck them.
Well, it's. I woke up. I went to. It was weird. I had a fucking dream about Lolcow Live. I had a dream that I was running late to our show, but our show was
like the Saturday one.
Yeah, I was running late to our show in my dream, but our show was at a high school. I was attending the high school, and Xylee was the teacher, and I was trying to find what classroom the show was in, and I was running to Mrs. Xylee's class, and I get there, and it's not our show. It's a different class is in her homeroom. And I'm running late. I'm like 15 minutes late to the show, and I'm freaking out. This is where my anxiety exists, Rastov. This was all happening when you guys were falling out. I just happened to nod off for an hour. And I'm like, I'm dreaming about this crazy shit too. I don't dream about Keem punching me in the face. I dream about myself not showing up, you know? Because that's where my worry and guilt is on, is that I fuck something up, you know? I'm not worried about someone else fucking it up, because that's where my confidence is. My confidence is when the show goes, I am in my zone and I'm comfortable. My problem is that something's going to happen that keeps me from getting to the show, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
That
makes sense.
I have anxieties too. I get it. I have anxieties about the show, about our show.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking you're a teacher and I have to run the homeroom. That's kind of weird.
Well,
I want to look at you differently
in
now.
my mind, I knew I was coming to the show, so I'm racing to come to the show, but instead of going to do the show here where I do it, I wound up at a fucking high school, and I was trying to find my homeroom, and I'm trying on my phone trying to figure out what homeroom where I'm supposed to be, and I'm going into all these classes.
Okay, so today, boys and girls, we're going to learn teamwork, okay?
Yeah, right? Mrs. Xylee, help us out. Callum McHugh, welcome to Cash Cow.
Thank you.
But yeah, like, I feel your feelings, but I'm also like Twiggy. I barely value my own feelings, and I would never put my feelings on someone else, right? That's just from my personal perspective. So when you're saying, well, this is how I feel, in my heart, I'm like, I love and appreciate Rastov, but I don't feel like his feelings should be indicative of how I treat him, right? That's why you'll see me be rough and playful with you when you're in your feelings, because I'm going to try and pull you out of them. That's just who I am. I'm going to try and troll you out of them. I'm going to try and like distract you from your feelings. That's how I deal with feelings. I don't deal with my own. I'm not going to deal with yours in a feeling type of way, right? That's so when,
totally fine. Like, yeah, I respect that completely, right?
But also it's like, I care about you, so I want to see you get through it. I think Twiggy also cares about you and is doing it in a way that is Twiggy, and I think the way it is does not really help you. You're not ready for that level of Twiggy's care. I think that's the problem here. Is you both are just not meeting where you need to meet, right? Twiggy, welcome back. I hope everything's all right.
I just switched to mobile. I'm pretty sure my PC fried my Wi-Fi chip, so after a certain amount of time it overheats. It's good. It'll go back once it cools down. But I've known I have to replace it. But I'm gonna wire in, so I haven't done it yet. And I literally have done all the work to wire in. I've drilled the holes in the floor. I've got everything ready to route. I just have to get the cable, and I haven't done that yet.
The poop guy says, Billy, you literally have said you see yourself as better than everyone else. You don't deal with feelings because you're a narcissist. The poop guy, I say I'm better than everybody else. Here's the number one reason why. I am coming from my own perspective. I know me better than everyone else. And I obviously don't think I'm better than everyone else inherently. I know that I'm the only one in control of me. So I'm going to place myself better because I am the one that has to be better. And I pressure myself to be better. And it's not a narcissist thing. It's I have to be better mentally. So I think of myself as better because I'm not better than everyone else. I'm trying to be better than myself. And it's really fucking hard to run that race.
When you're an entertainer, you're the person that you're always trying to beat is yourself.
People confuse me as a narcissist because I don't give a fuck about hiding my brazenness because I find it entertaining. But if you do not see me behind the scenes really trying to connect with not just people who are co-hosts, not just people who are fans, people I don't even fucking like, I'm constantly going out of my way for. Not because they pay, but because I know in moments I have been where someone helped me and I can give just a little bit and help someone out. I don't let people use me. I have no boundaries, but I also know when to say no to somebody. That's another bonus of being, ultra level the fridge, omega level fridge. I can give myself and not get taken advantage of because I know when to stop a motherfucker. And I know when to be somebody.
I have no issue moving on from this. I can come back tomorrow like it never happened. But the one thing I will ask, if you want me to treat you for you and understand you, you've got to do the same for me. You can't get upset with me when I'm myself. You can't get upset with me when I'm not emotionally involved enough or I don't understand what you're feeling. Because I've been up front and forward about it since before I was even on the show. I do not understand that stuff, nor do I want to. Because I already know that the more I try, the more I'm just going to try to figure out and analyze what's going on. And if you don't want to be analyzed, don't expect me to understand.
Do you know how frustrating it is for you to be that way with Rastov? You at least accept how frustrating you are when you are that way? Because it's not easy for Rastov, and he is trying to do things the Rastov way. And every time Rastov and I talk, I'm like, dude, you're doing very well. All you need to do is be the guy that everybody loves. Don't break for Twiggy. Don't let him break you. Just don't.
Well, I've also done nothing but build him up behind the scenes. But the first minute something happens on camera, it's all gone.
It's nothing. Nothing you've done behind the scenes matters because of those moments where the trust gets broken. All that work you did is like building a house with no foundation.
Yes, but the trust is easy enough. Like it's as easy as me like trying to give him a moment where he can destroy Boogie and stepping back and giving it a little bit of a laugh. It's as simple as that for the trust to be broken.
But also,
right?
you saw him go angry, and you saw him kind of take it out on you. And at that point, it's like, why the fuck would I back him up? He just got trolled, and he's taking it out on me. So, like, you didn't need to defend Rastov because you didn't want to.
Well, I mean, because I wanted him to. I as I said, I'm not the main character, right?
You both are the main character, by the way.
Yes, but anytime I step in, I'm just expecting to be criticized about how I'm stealing the show and I'm the main character because I hear it all the time. And when you hear things enough time, you're going to start wondering if it's true, right? And that's not my goal. I have a lot of energy, right? I bring a lot of energy, but I'm not trying to intentionally outshine anybody, nor have I outshined, right? There's just as many, if not more, people who like Rastov.
When you
you
say to Rastov, when you say, "I've said I'm not leaving Aussy for Mike. If it comes between Aussy and Mike, I'm Aussy." That's you throwing it in his face that you are.
That's a dig.
No, because
that's a dig.
No, it's not, because he was telling me like I was going to leave. He was talking about how it was over. I was reassuring him that it's not over.
The way you say it and when you say it is performative. The real way to reassure him is to be like, dude, I am having so much fun working with you. I know
I've also done that.
Well, that's the only way to really do it. When you bring it up on the show and say, I said if it was Mike or you, I'm choosing you, dude. That's performative, and it's cutting into Rastov's psyche, saying, so he's saying he has the choice to leave me, but he's choosing to stay with me. And then it's no longer a level of being equal. It's like Twiggy is straight up telling me that it's his choice to be here, and he could leave me if he wanted to. He's saying he won't, but how do I trust Twiggy? Because he's waving it in my face that he has options. Right? That's the.
I mean,
that's
but
the
it wasn't like
but he
that
won't.
at
But
all.
also, listen to the language, though. Listen to the language. I wanted to give you an opportunity to fight Boogie. Like, bro, I don't need you to give me anything. I just want to be 50-50. That's literally what I'm saying.
The way you talk when you're talking like that, you're little broing him. You're literally
Every
little
time.
broing him.
He always tells me that I'm the main character, right?
Okay,
I always
fuck
step
that.
in, so I was stepping back.
That ain't got shit to do with right here.
I think
the
it
way
does.
No, it doesn't. The way you're talking to him right now, you are little broing him. Come on, bro. But you're little broing him. You're doing side disses. You're doing sneak disses.
But Rastov is also being a little bro when he's saying, I feel like you should have helped me. I feel like you should have helped me.
I feel like he's too much into his emotions. I feel like he's too into his head. I've told Rastov that before. He's way too much in his head, and he's little broing him. It's just they're not mixing right now.
But he also said that if I wanted him to do whatever blah blah blah, I needed to do it to him. I already did it. Because we had this conversation like 3 weeks ago, and I did it, and I haven't done it since then because I listened.
And the
that's literally it.
And the
like I
reason
don't
we're
understand.
having this
That's why I feel like I'm crazy.
The reason we're having this conversation right now is because you guys hit a point where you need to re-audit your relationship. This is fucked. And Callum McHugh came in and said, how is everyone going? And what happened to Lolcow Live? I got home to watch. There was no stream or anything to watch since it finished. Callum, there was a guest on, Lavloon, I believe is her name. She had some sort of history with Destiny. She was talking about Destiny, and it ended up turning into
uncircumcised.
Yeah, she's describing his penis. She ended up talking about things that were borderline TOS breaking, and they decided to take the stream down. You missed a lot, but also you didn't miss much. It was a very empty-headed bitch that had troll opinions. It was fun to watch, but the substance was not really there.
Listen, go watch the other lives. There was plenty of else shit that happened today.
Yeah, today was fucking on fire wild.
It was crazy.
Yeah, this relationship audit is straight up where you guys are at, and that's not the loop. Because you guys are both want to continue this, and you got to figure out how you can continue this. Because it's not you can't just sweep it under the rug again, right? This has hit a moment where you do have to sit down and do some work, and it's going to be fucking hard because you both are right and you both are wrong. Neither
Honestly,
of you,
yes, 100%.
Neither of you have fucked up here. Both of you got fucked up here.
Yep.
Yeah, but Billy, last week we were fine. Week before that
Yeah.
we were fine. We've been killing it, right?
Yeah, you guys have been
And
killing
then
it.
one little difference causes everything to blow up. And I've literally been the same since day one.
You
right?
have.
The only thing I've done is put in more effort.
Yeah.
And hold back so that I'm not ruining, like literally getting the show taken away.
Because you're the
Twiggy.
calm,
Right?
calculated psychopath, and Rastov is the person who can't shit regularly because of this.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait a minute. So Rastov is constantly worrying that he does something wrong, and you're sitting here acting like you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And you don't do anything wrong.
No, I'm not
That's-
saying I don't do anything wrong. I'm
That's
saying
your
I
problem. That's your problem. Your problem
do you
is
see why I
is
told you I
don't
just had to
think you
take the
ever
L?
do anything wrong. That's your
No,
problem.
I've literally said I fucked up. I've literally apologized tonight as well. But the thing that I'm saying is I have been
Okay, I'm glad you said that. So what did you tell me? When we were still on live?
You
on air?
left before I could even finish it. I said I'm not
didn't have
apologizing
to.
publicly because I get kicked from the show.
And
I
Xylee-
can't just go in there the minute I go in. So I apologized in DMs instead of apologizing on the show.
You said you wouldn't do it on the show. You said you wouldn't do it on the show.
Because I had already tried. I literally went in there and then was kicked immediately twice.
You said you wouldn't do it. Like wouldn't do
Yeah,
it.
I'm not doing it anymore.
Okay.
And then you left.
Yeah, I did laugh.
But he has no problems, remember? I'm the one with just the problems, and he's fine.
Well,
right? But you could clearly tell
he
he's
has
mad.
no problems with what he's doing. But you definitely are. You definitely are operating out of some sort of righteousness and or vengeance, Twiggy. In some moments, you're not.
No, it's not that. It's just that I'm.
You leave the show calm, but when you're on the show, you are operating with some punch, and that's part of your character, maybe, or part of your ego. I'm not sure.
Some punch. I make little joking digs, and I've always let him know if something goes too far. Let me know behind the scenes.
Death by 1,000
because
paper
I'm a banter
cuts.
person.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts is not something
Yes,
you
but-
rationally
okay,
bring up
but
behind the
then-
scenes. It's something that happens
but-
on air, like it happened to Rastov. He breaks because the 1,000 paper cuts finally fucking killed him. If he comes to you behind the scenes and say, "Dude, you were nicking at me. You cut me small little cuts." You're like, "Oh, it's not, dude." He's gonna feel stupid bringing that to you, right?
It's not
But it
after the
adds
show.
up.
It's during the show. He can let me know, and I will not acknowledge it, and I will just stop. I'm not going to acknowledge it publicly because then it brings attention to it, and then people might.
Do you guys have a safe word?
Cucumber.
Is it actually your safe word, Rastov? Do you guys use cucumber?
No.
Okay, because here's the thing.
we don't have a safe word.
You two need to make up a safe word, and nobody needs to know about it but YouTube. And if somebody says the safe word, you guys have to, either of you, you have to go back to square 1.0. You have to respawn at the beginning.
Like, I know it's difficult because he can make any dig at me he wants, and I've told him, like, make digs. It's funny. People like it, right? But it's getting to the point where I feel like I can't make digs back, right? Like, he can make all the jokes he wants about my wife, but the minute I make a dig, I feel like, did I hurt him? Right? And I don't like that uncertainty either.
Yeah, you're right. You've never made jokes about my parents being dead. You've never made jokes about that.
Yeah, but you've
before.
also told
Fucking
me
come off
fine.
it, bro. What are you listening to
fine.
yourself? Are you serious? Are
No,
you
but what
actually
I'm saying,
serious?
What I'm saying though is you literally told me behind the scenes that that's fine, right? You even said it was funny. I've told you the same thing with my wife.
I didn't say it was funny. I didn't say it was funny.
No, you like some of the jokes I've said. You said that was whatever. But like when it comes to my wife, I genuinely don't care. But there's some things that I'm like I question on if I can banter or not. Like there are some things you take very well, like shockingly well, right? But then sometimes there's small things, and I'm just like, I can tell.
Do you have an example of this? Because I genuinely can't think of anything.
The Beckstoff stuff.
He took it very well. We
I took it incredible.
We bombarded him for a fucking week and a half during Valentine's Day. The worst possible
We
time.
designed that fucking game for them.
Yes,
to win,
but
okay?
but I was
Just
also
saying.
told.
I know.
I was also told. Like one time it was fine, then I was told another time, hey, this is too much, and then I was told again that it's fine.
Well, at the point where it wasn't fine, it was because he was having a very weak, broken moment needed you to back off. And the points where it was fine was because he was in a place of strength and could handle it. It's like, he can say something is not fine, and then it's all of a sudden fine again. That's how consent works.
But it's still.
I don't tell you. No. Hold on. Just. I don't tell you how I'm feeling because I want you to give me a hug. I'm telling you how I'm feeling because I'm telling you where I'm at while we're trying to do a show. Because I know that if I don't fucking let you know, we can't move past it. I'm going to hold on to it the whole show. I know it's something I need to work on, but that's how I have to handle it right now. I've told you I don't need you to fix it, but I need to tell you I need to voice it to get it out so I can move on. That's simple. It's literally that.
Boogie is going to become Employee of the Month because he's going to go into every stream and rattle every other employee so they're on their off game. They're all going to be.
It won't happen again. It won't happen again. It was literally the only reason it got to me was because of the fucking firing part. Like anything else he said didn't matter. It didn't get me. It was literally just that I was getting fired.
But why did you believe Boogie when he said that I was DMing him shit talking you when I've never shit talked you before?
I was already mad at that point.
But you took that out on me.
Yeah,
it
so
wasn't because I didn't back you up. It was
well, you literally just said before, right? Like if I tell you something live, you know to stop it, right? I told you something live, and then he came back in and did the same thing, and you did the same thing, and then I told you no. Let me finish because then I said it again, way more angry this time, so you actually knew I was pissed. And then he came back in and did it again, and you did the same thing again. It happened 4 times. So, don't say, if I say it, you'll leave it, because you didn't.
No, I said if you message me. If you do it on screen, I'm always going to think you're playing it up. Regardless, because that's how this shit works. We're in entertainment.
Yeah, but it's not entertainment to Rastov, right? Like, he's really getting fucked off by this. It's entertainment. You are calculated. You're very able to deal with this, and it's because you kind of have control in the situation. And Rastov, he tries to take control. He mutes you. He tries to go off stream. He tries to find control in certain moments in ways that probably aren't the best way to get control, but he's struggling to get control because you are taking it.
I lean, right? Like, I feel like I bend a little bit if I need to bend a little bit, but I feel like he doesn't bend, period. Like, and it's meant to be a 50-50, right? Shows aren't always going to be
Nothing
speak 50-50.
is really 50-50 though, right?
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, but there's going to be times where, it's a 70-30 and then it'll be reversed and, shit like that. But it just feels like it's always a fucking, I have to give in and there's never any fucking, give. Ever. I'm always the one that has to give.
Because he's not going to give.
I wasn't doing enough.
He's not going to give.
Both, when it came to working with the docket team or whatever, which they should be self-sustained, and if they're not, they're fucking gone, right? We'll give them topics and we'll give them input, right? But I have other things. But you told me to bring more to the table because I wasn't doing good enough. Now I'm bringing more to the table, and now you want me to go back to how I was.
Rehashing something we literally solved and moved past.
Twiggy is feeling like he's bending, by the way. Like, the words he's saying, he's pointing out places where he has bent for you, right? It's just not the way that you're bending, because you bend from a different point. You're on a different fucking wavelength than Twiggy is. So your bending is completely different than his bending. If this was Twiggy's
my bending's
show,
also losing sleep and going on more shows because I was told to do that. Even though I'm literally sacrificing my well-being and my sleep, which I do not care about anymore.
Yeah, you can't.
It does not bother me.
Nobody cares about your feelings, Twiggy. Like, you know who doesn't complain about losing sleep? Me or Xylee, and
yes.
we probably sleep as bad as you do. But we don't say shit about
it. I've done 36 hours straight while streaming.
Yeah, I did.
Me too, buddy.
I did a 5-hour show. I did Lolcow Live and I did fucking LolcowRewind back to back on Saturday off of 3 hours of sleep. And this is a very regular
thing. I'm getting to is,
and I didn't say much more than just, if I'm groggy, this is how it is because your boy is pushing through. Your boy needs his tea today.
Yeah, and like I mean, it's been used for content or whatever. There was a whole stream that was done about me saying I was threatening to quit over me not getting enough sleep, which never even happened.
Well, dude, everything get used for content here. A thumbnail.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's okay when it's done on one side, but whenever I do something and don't tell him,
because you're not the feeling guy. This is where the 50-50 bullshit gets thrown out the window. His feelings carry more weight, and they only carry weight to a breaking point. Because at some point, people are going to be like, Rastov is a fucking crybaby. And at some point, they're going to say, Twiggy, we don't give a fuck about your feelings. That's not why we signed on for Twiggy. So at some point,
which is what I want.
And, well, yeah, but now you're saying, I don't get my feelings accommodated. I'm saying
that these are ways that I've bent the knee or whatever, and I'm not bothered by it. But yet, I'm being told I don't bend the knee, right?
Yes, because both of you are never going to be satisfied by what the other is giving up, because you already give these things up inherently from your side. Like what you're giving up, Rastov gives up without thinking about it, so he doesn't value that you're giving up the same way you don't value what he's giving up because you've already given it up. You don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and I until today, I didn't want him to give up anything. We never talked about that. Everything was good, right? It's the minute that all trust is lost because of one little lie Boogie told. That's where I actually, got invested into it, right? Before today, I thought everything was great. I thought we were killing it. I did not notice one issue behind the scenes, nor did we talk about any issues behind the scenes. We've literally talked about how great everything has been and how it's been fantastic up until the point where Keem told me that Mike wanted to work with me, and then I had to try to let Rastov know that I'm not going anywhere. This is way more important to me because I want to see us succeed here, right? This is my home, blah, 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 whatever. That's where things started to kind of get a little weird. Communication got kind of weird, right?
I mean, it's always been weird because you guys are from two different worlds, but the one cool thing is that you guys meet in the moment on the show, and for the most part, it's fun,
Yeah, and we've had no issues since the time where I got into his head, really. Like, there's been nothing because I've stopped playing, mind games other than the Becky stuff, which that wasn't even a mind game with Rastov. That was with everybody because I'm not telling anybody.
Playing mind games with Rastov is dumb because he's he's already so wrapped up in his own shit. Like, you don't have to add to it.
And
he's already
that's
fucking
not even
worried about everything.
That's something I have to consciously not do because anytime somebody tries to get in my head, I'm going to turn it around on them. It's almost like a defense mechanism. It's not an excuse because that is still me doing it, and that's still a problem. And I have done
People
everything
are saying
I can not
this
to
is
do that.
scripted. Guys, it's not scripted.
This is not scripted. Fuck off.
And this is how not scripted it is. I'm ready to turn it off because it is getting to a point where there is no resolution.
No, there is a resolution.
What's the resolution?
To sleep on it, for one. You never go into something right after something happens and talk about it.
Have you ever heard the adage, never go to bed angry?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
That one.
No, it's
no,
a good
it's
one.
not. No, it's not.
No, I'm
it's a
telling
great
you,
one.
This is what I think, and I could be wrong. You can tell me I'm full of shit, Twiggy. But what I think is, I think you know what you've been doing wrong in the relationship, and you don't want to apologize for it on live stream.
I genuinely don't because everything was going good up until the point where Boogie said something and Rastov completely broke down.
Yeah, you both take L's on this because Twiggy doesn't. How's Twiggy going to defend you when he's obviously watching you get trolled by Boogie and thinking that you should be able to pull out of it, but then you immediately blame him? Like you created a level of tension that didn't need to be there. That sucks. That sucks for both of you guys, right? Because Twiggy obviously is in on it. Because Boogie says to Twiggy, "We talked about this earlier," and you can literally see it on Twiggy's face.
Well, that's because
I
Boogie
literally
picked up
said
that he
we
was
do
in
not
on
talk. I literally said we do not talk.
Yeah, but Boogie
let that
saw
be known
by
right
your
there.
reaction, you were in on it. In other words, you knew he was trolling, so he pulled you in by saying that because you were laughing. You weren't just like, "What the fuck you doing here? Shut the fuck up." You weren't doing that. So you became part of it.
I was laughing because Rastov's responses were good. I wasn't even laughing that Boogie was going in on him. I was laughing because of how absurd it was. It came out of nowhere.
Sir Joseph
I was
Pesci.
NBC wondering, or in the live on air wondering why Boogie's in here just waiting for the show to start. And then it all clicked. So I was laughing because it was absurd.
Yeah, Sir Joseph Pesci says, Billy, Wings quitting was planned. You know it. Here's why I don't think it was planned. It resolved on Rewind. And that's something they would have resolve on the main show. I'm sorry.
We need to change this. We need to change this podcast to Lolcow counseling. Either that or give us a second fucking channel, bro. Because literally.
But the reason I wanted to go live is because I knew you both were going off, and I thought I was gonna fuck with Rastov for going live in that moment, calling out Twiggy, because I was like, this is not the answer, right?
But I foiled your plan.
I was so angry. Like I was fuming.
No, and the thing is, if Rastov would have done that, right, I would have supported it. If he didn't, I would have supported it, right?
Yeah, but
it's his decision.
But didn't you think he was cucking the content by not going live?
No,
that's what I got a DM being told that you said in the voice chat.
No, I said by not giving me a chance to talk, right? And then repeatedly kicking me. There was two sides of the story and people wanted to see it. Right. That's why we lost a pay pig. That's why we've had all kinds of different people just straight up say they're unsubbing. They're gone because they were timed out for literally.
Doesn't matter. Like, people unsub all the time.
I know, but
sometimes people unsub from a perfectly good show like Rewind and go sub to a fucking show called Aussy because the hosts fight all the time and they feel bad. They need to save the host from themselves.
Sick fucks. We wouldn't have a show. We would not have any kind of success if it wasn't for the viewers, and you do not want to alienate them. You don't want to take out your rage or your emotions on the viewers.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that, except for motherfuckers that spam and won't shut the fuck up.
You wouldn't have.
They can go.
You wouldn't have success if Keem didn't decide to call 24-hour shows when he announced Rewind. So really, you guys wouldn't exist if Keem didn't make an absolute insane claim and try and hold himself to it. We're all in Keem's fucking dream right now. This is Keem's dream world.
Well, yes, but
the Lolcow mines, man. I'm working in the Lolcow mines. Holy shit!
And like, I don't know what Keem's feeling about all of this, but I'm sure he's going to find a way to make something good out of it.
Maybe
if I don't see a thumbnail tomorrow saying y'all are going to war with Boogie, I'm going to be thoroughly pissed off.
Well, the thing is, like,
maybe Keem's going to pull one of you off Aussy for a week, maybe for a month.
Keem has been very clear that, like, and it's weird. He hasn't been clear, and with that, he's been clear, right? Like, he's done all of this different stuff, talking shit about the show, which lets me know that he's promoting the show, which means he supports the show and he sees the potential in it. But we also don't really communicate with Keem because I feel like the main reason is because he trusts us.
We don't talk to Keem all the time.
Yeah, but the other shows he's very involved because they need the help, right? I feel like Keem knows that we don't.
No, they don't need the help. They're just needy.
Well, yes, but even if
some
we
of them
call
do
on
need
Keem,
the help,
like,
and some of them are needy.
All right, nerds, yeah.
Well, Keem has literally told us to just handle shit on our own. Yeah. Like, he's like, you got this, handle it on your own, right?
If he had a real problem with you, he would step in and try and fix it. The fact that he hasn't done that is the most job security you could have beyond the fact that you're making gobs of fucking money. Like the gobs of money thing is more security. The fact that he's not trying to tell you what to do means you're fine. When he says if you don't get up to a certain amount of viewers, you're going to get canceled, that's him giving the viewers a reason to watch you. He's giving them a reason to tune in. He's giving them
a side of me,
an invitation to watch Aussy.
There's a side of me that just wants to like not worry about if I'm trusted or not, because I mean, look, on screen, if you take me as seriously on screen as you do behind the scenes and in person, like as my co-host, right? There's always going to be a lack of trust. Always.
A fucking frog. Welcome to Cash Cow. That's a good name.
I love that name. I love that name. Oh my god.
That's great.
A fucking frog.
I'm not saying I'm being fake on screen, but I literally shut down anything that would feel anything when I'm on the screen because
you're like a chef who's explaining to me how they made the burger when I know there's a piece of shit in the burger, right? I don't believe you, and I actually do believe you is the problem. I see what you're cooking with. Rastov doesn't always see it. He thinks you're serving him a shit sandwich and telling him it's a fucking gourmet burger.
Yeah, but like, I've tried to tell him multiple times.
Then you failed.
I don't know what else to do, right?
You have failed. You are the failure here.
That's fine. I don't care if I'm the failure.
Then you don't
because
care.
I've tried and tried.
It sounds like
and
you
tried.
do because you keep talking about it.
Because,
it sounds like you actually do, but you don't want to admit it.
You're telling me you've tried.
Resolution.
I'm telling you you've failed. You are a failure in this attempt.
Yes, but Billy, I have tried so much to just let him know that me and like talking to me personally and me and like not even DMs because we call, right? Before streams, after streams, it just depends. But that is the me that you need to connect with, not the me you see on camera.
And we're not going to ever connect with that. We're not ever going to connect with that as an audience. We're only going to see what you're giving Rastov.
I don't want the audience to see that.
Yes, but we don't. But we see how you failed at that by the way Rastov reacts, right? You're saying, Rastov, you need to listen to me behind the scenes. And Rastov's saying, I don't trust you behind the scenes because when it's live, you do things that make me think you're not the man you say you are at all. You're a rocket man.
And to me, that's just me like trying to entertain people. It has nothing to do with anything for me personally, and it has nothing to do with me, or it has nothing to do with him personally, right? Like I'm not trying to like dig at him personally or anything like that, or like try to make him feel anything different than I would behind the scenes. Because I tell him when the camera's on, expect it to be different.
And if you really want to see this thing succeed, you'll remember that that's not enough. Right? Because Rastov is falling out on stream.
What is enough?
Rastov not falling out on stream. Do you think Rastov?
Yeah, but this is because Boogie told him a lie.
Yeah, and this was the precipice. This was the deciding factor, the straw that broke the camel's back. If this was what did you do?
No, what did I do to like?
It's the death by 1,000 paper cuts scenario. You haven't built up this camaraderie and this strength that you think he should believe in. Your standpoint has been weak to the point where you have work to do. If you want Rastov to believe in you off stream, there's some work to be done here, is what I'm saying.
Yes, but Billy, I don't think you understand the amount of work I do.
It doesn't matter. It's not enough. It's not enough. You either need to quit or you need to get him off the show. Or you have to figure out a way to make it work. Those are your three options. You quit, you make him quit, or you make it work. But this is not how you make it work.
I mean, I'd leave the show before I let him get fired easily.
Doesn't matter. I don't think either of those options are the right option. I think there's a way to make this work. Sir Joseph Pesci says, Boogie said wing shaving his body was great content. Did you not see how much money they made? That was great content.
But the point that I'm getting is it's on me to, like, you're basically saying it's on me to make this work. I have to do something.
It's on.
Right?
It's on both of you. But here's the thing: you're the one that is saying that you are the assertive one. You're the one saying you're the confident one. And if you don't see confidence in him, then you need to be the one that makes it work because you're the confident one. And you're the one that sees the vision. He's the one that doesn't see the vision. Maybe that's his lack of confidence. But since you're the one steering the ship with all your wacky, zany shit, you have to make sure he sees the vision. And that's how you get him to be first mate on board of your wacky fucking pirate ship.
Hold on, I'm not the one steering the ship, though. I have to do stuff almost in secret so that I can get the stuff I want done.
That's steering the ship. That's called mutiny, brother.
Wait a minute. Yes. You're not steering the ship. This whole fucking time we heard about what you've done and what you do. If that's not steering the fucking ship, what is steering the ship? Yeah, because I was told to put in more effort. This whole time you're telling us you steer the ship, and now all of a sudden you're not steering the ship?
Just because he runs the stream does not mean he is in control. He would love to be in control. But you are the one that takes control of the situation.
Because I was told to put in more effort, and then when I was like, "This is what I can do. This is what I can do."
You're told, dude. This is what you're told right now. This is what you're told right now. You two need to find your fucking footing and walk in step. You two need to learn how to walk in step. You can be you, he can be him, but you have to be walking in step because right now you're stumbling over each other. That's a fact.
Yeah. It's sad, but yes, that's true.
Yeah, but at what point is it not worth it, right?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
That's for you to decide. That's for you to decide.
You have to leave, or you have to get him off the show, or you have to walk in step. And this is the point where it's not worth it. When you realize your ego is more important than making the show work. And if you're willing to
but I'm trying to do everything I can to make the show work.
You need to do better. Then you're weak.
I am weak then.
Yeah, you can do better.
Because there is so much, right? That almost everything I've been told to do, I do it, except for like.
How can you say
docket,
everything
right?
I'm told to do, I do, when you're also saying that you are the one that has the confidence and the vision, and you are the one going behind the scenes to make moves and directions to control the narrative and make storylines? Like, it's the math ain't mathin'.
Well, no, because like, I don't even know the best way to put it. If I kind of have to like, that wasn't even supposed to be known that was me behind that, right? I literally just didn't know how I was going to keep it up, so I just let it all out, right?
You could have not said anything at all. You could have just let it fade. You had to take your moment. You had to let the ego out. You had to go on a villain monologue, which was so insane that it was very entertaining, despite the fact that it was fucking cringy as hell. It was so funny. Rastov's like, he's doing a fucking villain monologue. I'm like, yeah, it's terrible and it's awesome.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was literally just.
I had to respect it, but dude, I was mad.
But the thing is, like, that's the only way I could do anything that I wanted to do, right? Like, if I knew for a fact it would get people talking about the show. I knew that bringing Becky in would help the show, but the only way I'd be able to do that is without telling. I want to fill him in.
Nobody's asking you to apologize for that. What we're asking you to do is make sure that Rastov is comfortable in all your wacky, zany antics, because it's going to be really hard for you two to coexist if he's uncomfortable. You know what it's like to fuck somebody who's not comfortable?
No, all women are comfortable. Good.
Because right now you're fucking Rastov and he's uncomfortable.
Jesus.
I don't know the best way to go about this, because like if I disagree with something, I get shut down. So if I get more assertive about it, then it's just going to cause more issues, when it's easier to just shut down. And then whenever I do get a good idea, if I think it's good enough, just go.
I don't believe you when you say the words, I don't know. That really translates to I don't give a fuck. Because you know things, Twiggy. You're a fucking man who knows shit and gets his shit done. I know that much about you. You are a doer.
You're a player.
You're a doer.
Yes, but I don't want it to negatively affect Rastov, right? So that's why we run off of a docket almost every stream we do. I fucking hate the docket.
Yeah,
I cannot stand the docket.
You're saying, Rastov, I've given you this. I can do no wrong. But you still can do wrong.
No, what I'm saying is it's probably a problem that I hate the docket, but I can't stand it. There's been so many like different little things that I want to do, but I know that if I do them, it's going to cause problems. So I don't do it.
And yet there's still
and
problems.
That would be on
so
me
is Rastov the
if
problem?
It caused problems.
Is Rastov the problem?
I mean, when he's getting told something by Boogie, that's obviously a lie, and he's so emotional, like his emotions are taking over enough to where he believes anything. Yes, it's a problem.
Okay, question.
I'm not going to say he's the problem.
Were you having problems with Twiggy before the Boogie shit today?
He's been having problems with Twiggy. No, you were cool because you were cool, but you had problems with Twiggy on some level since the very beginning, because Twiggy has shown he will go too far, and you are barely.
We talked about it.
Yeah, but you said here. You brought it up. We talked about it, and you said you would not do this to me, and now you've done this to me. You said that earlier.
So yeah, I did, and it's true, because we discussed all of these problems, and like we spent hours and hours and hours talking about these problems and working through these issues, and we came to resolutions, and we were like, "Bro, we got this, right?" And then it's like the very next time it happens, it's not like I'm not telling him what to do, right? Like, these aren't just like me talking for fucking 3 hours. These are like back and forth, like honest discussions, how he's feeling, how I'm feeling, how we both feel like we can move through it. Like, what do you need? What do I need? But then as soon as he's on live, he's like, I have zero feelings. And I know for a fact you don't. You have like plenty of feelings.
No, when I'm on camera, I disconnect from everything that I possibly can. Yeah. So that I don't get too emotionally.
But you can't expect me to do the same thing, because I'm not that kind of person.
No, I just want you to understand that I don't
Rastov,
I do disconnect.
Rastov gets strength in his emotions. He
Mhm.
gets
I know,
emotional,
but
and
one of the
people
biggest
say
issues-
we care about Rastov. We want to rally behind Rastov. We poor Rastov. You look at the comments from the fucking video. It's poor Rastov, poor Rastov, poor Rastov.
I know what the issue is because we've talked about it. The issue, he's told me he does not believe the fact that I can just shut it off, right? Because it seems impossible. That's
No,
literally
it's
it.
not impossible. I've met people just like you. I've met
And
people
I
just
understand-
like you.
I mean, I understand as much as I can that it is hard to understand that I can just switch. Because there's people in the server who tell me all the time they think it's a character.
Twiggy,
Billy.
you are very fucking good at being Twiggy, whether it's a character or whether it's you. That's where your confidence comes from. You've built this career up. You've done a ton of time on camera before this. Rastov has a year of opening fucking pogs or whatever the fuck you do, Dungeons and Dragons shit. You have a year of doing that. So you wanted to be in this position in some capacity, Rastov, but yours was like very chill. Like, I'm gonna open up this new fucking Dungeons and Dragons, and it's really cool. And it's like, yeah, this is really cool. I like watching this guy open his fucking toys. I want to open toys because of him opening toys. Twiggy, you have a whole different history online, right? You said you've made many views doing what exactly? We were watching on the stream you did alone. You had a video of you long ago talking in your car?
I just shitpost. Yeah, I just shitpost.
Yeah.
That's literally it. I'm not expecting it to go anywhere. My YouTube channel, literally, I don't even like to share it with people because it's something for me and my friends. That's literally it.
You guys are two non-Aussie people on a show about Aussies.
True.
I am Australian. I will never
No,
be
you're
that.
not. No, you're
Yes,
not.
I am.
It's already out of the
Yes, I am.
bag.
Can we
No,
just
no.
drop that part? Can we actually move past that part? Because like it's just starting to get old now.
Well,
It'll never get old, just like Lost.
It's the story here is that the show is about you guys, is what I'm getting the point of. It's not about anything other than you guys. And if you guys can't get along, then the show becomes which one of you guys falls first. And that's not why I tune into Lolcow Aussy.
The thing is,
I don't
we
want it to
can't
be
get
like
along. We've proven we can get along, right? It's just whenever like something happens, especially like tonight, where I was just laughing, right? That was it. And if you blow up on me, I'm going to give it back. Especially if you're doing it on camera, you cannot expect me to just like bend a knee. No, we're in entertainment, all right. And I already am not going to understand because you will not get an emotional side of me on camera ever.
Yeah, I'm over it. Do I care about their feelings anymore, Xylee? Do I care about the Aussie boys now? Have they successfully made me no longer give a fuck about them?
Sounds like it in your voice.
Nah, I'm still gonna check in
Billy,
tomorrow.
I can guarantee you right now that tomorrow we will be up and live with no issues.
Good. That's what I want. That's what I want to hear. And I want it to be something where Rastov is not stuffing his emotions, and you are not holding back either. Though there needs to be some level up
I'm not
on
gonna
both
change.
sides here. And
Like,
no, it's finding another
I'm not-
way to get the emotions out. That's the best. That is advice that I have been given from somebody in the community who is considered a
is
therapist.
both of you, both of you,
frustrating,
both of
I
you
swear to
are
God.
both of you are stuck in the levels that you're at, and I cannot wait to see you level up because you're both good people. I'm very happy to know you and work with you. I love being on Aussy. I love it when you guys come on Rewind, but you two are so fucking stuck in your ways that it's going to take a lot longer than 3 hours, which we've now spent talking about this. That's fucking wild, dude. 3 fucking is it 3? Yeah, it's 3 fucking hours, dude.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Like this has just
I mean,
been
the
a day,
thing
bro.
is though, like that's the thing. I think you're expecting to resolve it on camera when every time me and him have had issues,
No, I
that is
don't.
the last place we're going to resolve it.
Well, yeah. I don't expect to. I expected you guys to be fucking reasonable, but you're both like, nope, this is me, and I won't go any further. I'm not
I'm
gonna
so
change.
frustrated with this fucking conversation right now. I'm ready to blow the fuck up. I'm literally ready to blow the fuck up.
Neither of you are willing to give where it matters, and I think that's something you need to take home and work on for the long term. Otherwise,
Once I understand like what caused him to blow up on me when Boogie made the statement that we were in
fucking
DMs when
said
there's.
it, Twiggy. He said it like 12 goddamn
I don't
times.
understand
Why?
it. I don't understand.
A sandwich isn't going to fix this. I'm just going to mute my mic and go fill my drink up. I'll be
Rastov,
back.
Twiggy, I do feel like we got somewhere tonight, but I definitely see there's a big distance for both of you. What do you guys think?
When I say I'm not going to change, I mean like I'm always going to be a feelings guy. Like I don't mean like I'm unwilling to fucking work on myself, because every day I work on myself, right? I'm going to go away from this. I'm going to self-reflect. It's a part of who I am. But like I'm always going to be a feelings guy, and that is just because I've always been a feelings guy.
Well, you have to be on the show. Like no, because that's who you are.
No, I don't have to be anything. Like,
no, I'm saying
I'm not a character, dude. I'm not a character.
I'm not saying you're a character. What I'm saying is that is who you are. You've literally said that from the beginning. That is who you are. I just don't want you to like get lost in the emotion and do something you'll regret.
Don't worry about how I am in the emotion, bro. I've been in my feelings since I was a kid, dude, and I'm 33 years old. I know how to navigate myself way better than you could tell me any day of the week. Like, I appreciate the thought behind it. If I tell you I'm feeling a certain way, all I need you to do is just fucking hear it. I don't need a response. That's period it. That's
well,
it.
I don't ever hear how
I'm
you're
fine.
feeling. I told you how I'm feeling, but I very rarely hear. The only things you ever tell me is like my stomach hurts today or stuff like that. I have been very open.
We got a cash cow. Gwen says, take it as a compliment how invested everyone is in trying to help you guys resolve this. It means the community cares about Lolcow Aussy. Keep it pushing. I definitely, that's why I wanted to come in and talk about it. Because I didn't want to be in Rastov's DMs trying to calm him down. I didn't want to be talking to Twiggy trying to calm him down.
Well, you had one, I had the other there for a second.
I wanted to go live and I wanted to embarrass the fuck out of you two if you were not gonna come and talk until you came and talked to me so we could talk, and you guys were quick to do it. That means that you guys want to resolve this at some capacity. And like you said, Twiggy, you think it's not going to happen on camera. Rastov, you got all the tools you need to deal with this too. You're very articulate.
It almost has to happen on camera though, because and I'm not complaining because I do understand the sacrifice he makes, right? But it's hard to get a hold of him before a show or after a show, because right after the show plays games, and that's fine.
But I'm saying it's not happening here anymore because you two are fucking not giving.
Ever.
No. But if I don't see you online, I won't try and ring you. But basically
me.
All right.
We had.
I'm not even kidding.
I will.
We had a very good session, boys. But what I'm actually saying is I'm fucking over it.
Same. Me
Y'all
too.
better fucking pay me when you get your goddamn check. That's all I'm saying.
You ain't getting shit. It ain't resolved.
You can invoice Twiggy. He runs the show.
I will send you a bag of literal goat poop. That way it's in pellets and it doesn't get everywhere.
Are you gonna get it from Becky's house? Fuck you talking about?
No, bro, I have a goat. It's just at my brother's house.
Oh, you got your own goat?
Yeah.
My dude, I didn't know you were the goat herder.
Her name's Mildred. She's a bitch.
Nobody cares about your personal life,
Twiggy. Serious.
I'm kidding.
Well, no, I mean it's just the feelings that I'm not going to talk about because I struggle to navigate it, and I have to trust you to talk about that stuff because I don't even understand how I'm feeling half the time. So it's easier to just.
You told me to stop trying to analyze you, and I have.
No, just on live streams, because I'm not going to talk about it on a live stream. In private, you can ask me. You know this. You can ask me how I'm feeling.
Analyze me in private. That's a psycho thing to say. You're
such a fucking.
You're so fucking Onision, and Rastov is so going to be the spawn clown. And it's because you pushed him.
I mean, though, is don't try to get me to talk
Twiggy,
about.
Do you not understand what he's saying? It's not good. You being like that. It's not good. And you keep making these excuses on this is what I do. This is what I do. This is what I do. But really, what you're doing is you're not doing anything because you're not fucking listening to him. And then Rastov is so into his fucking head, he's hiding people in his fucking chat. He's kicking you out of the goddamn chat. I swear to God, get your fucking shit together. Fuck!
I won't do that shit anymore. I apologize to anyone that was upset.
I don't care anymore.
I fucking love you guys. Seriously, I do. I wouldn't do this for any other fucking show. Like I really wouldn't.
I know.
I wouldn't pull. I wouldn't. If I saw Becky and Tina fighting, I would try and bait them here to let them fight. I would be like, let's,
Yeah, I just want you to think about this for everyone watching. For Billy and Xylee, you think it's frustrating trying to talk to him for 3 hours? Bro, I've been doing this since we fucking got.
It's both of you. It's both of you though, dude.
If we get divorced,
because
if we get divorced,
I know. I have
Twiggy.
faults. I have faults.
No, it's
I
not
do
even
have
faults. It's not even faults. Both of you are so unwilling to budge from where your feet are planted that you're not ever going to really meet in the middle. That's what I'm worried about. It's just
No,
because
I think you guys think that we don't like.
I know what you think. I don't want to hear you use the word "think" twice in the same sentence.
Me and Rastov have talked about this. The reason that we do get in little arguments and sometimes blow up at each other is because, I mean, we've literally compared it to being brothers, right? We're going to have our issues.
Good.
We've had issues behind the scenes, right? But we always come back like it's like a love story.
Well, then mommy and daddy just spanked you for 3 fucking hours. Zozo said, Twiggy and Rastov, we need to hug this out and stop fighting. This is not Las Vegas. Love you both. And Billy and Xylee, keep up the good work. They're not going to hug it out on stream. We've already determined that it's not going to happen. A fucking frog says, I have to work in a few hours, but W's for rewind. Thank you, fucking frog. I love that name. Yeah, you guys aren't going to hug it out, right? You said Twiggy has guaranteed that you guys are going to be back on Lolcow Aussy tonight and everything will be okay by then. So that's a Twiggy guarantee.
I'm assuming. Yeah, like I'm not gonna fucking I'm gonna work on kicking people. I'm not gonna do anything in the chat anymore. Like that was stupid.
If they're spamming, yeah, kick their ass. But just because you're
they weren't.
pissed off and they say something you don't like, that's no reason to, you shouldn't do that.
It was immature. I don't delete comments in the thing. Why would I time someone else from the thing? Like, so I was just really mad, and I haven't been that mad in a very long time. So it was just sort of like that. That's why I don't like getting mad, because I know how I'm going to act. That's why I try to avoid it. But I know that's why people are going to pick at me to hit that point.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. If Keem doesn't fire you before the next 7 days, and you guys aren't back to the fucking Aussy I love, I'm gonna make it my personal mission to destroy both of you. You have 7 days.
We're gonna go guerrilla warfare on your ass,
You have 7
bro.
days to make me happy.
Get your
again.
shit together.
Days?
Get your motherfucking shit together.
Keem might fire you before then. You have 7 days to entertain me and make me happy, Billy. I'm fucking kidding. Twiggy's like, I'll
see
fucking.
her?
Twiggy's like, I'll
That's
fucking
my
gut
fucking
him.
assassin. This is my fucking assassin. You see this? You see this face?
He sent your
That's
details
the
to
assassin.
his guy,
Dude,
and he's ready to
I
come
know,
to your
I'm
house.
fucked. I'm fucked. I was kidding, Twiggy. I was kidding. Nope, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. God damn it. I managed to kill myself tonight on stream. Not in Minecraft, in the Twiggyverse. I'm fucked.
Ryder, he didn't ban them. He timed them out, okay? Ryder, chill the fuck out, please.
Oh no, that guy got actually banned because he says terrible shit, and this was the other day. He's been going on about it in alt accounts for like days.
Well,
It started in cafe.
Okay, he's starting to back up just a little bit, but I talked to him nicely and he chilled out. So we'll.
It started in
I'm
cafe
watching
where Keem banned him, and he just kind of keeps getting himself banned. So like he's not getting unbanned in Aussie. Sorry, you can cry about
Jesus
it.
fucking Christ! This is why I don't have fucking kids. This is why I don't have kids. I don't need kids.
Yeah.
You got some now.
For somebody who got banned in other channels, you're asking for it when you don't shut the fuck up in the ones you're not banned in. So chill.
Yeah, chill out, bro. Please.
This is not your.
Fucking Christ.
This is not your time to get win back a vendetta against who banned you. This is your time to prove that you're not a problem in getting banned other places. Twiggy, please don't kill me, dude. I was joking, man. I'm not going to threaten your show. Please.
Okay.
Sure. Fuck you, dude. You can't do that. You can't do that. You
give him way too much by doing that. Nah, fuck that.
You know I know who you really are, and I'm scared to death right now, dude. You know
Billy,
I'm scared to death.
I love you.
God, the fuck. I'm fucked.
I would never believe that. I would never
literally
believe that in
reading.
1,000 years.
Would you please?
Literally reading. Oh, that was my focused face, Billy. Not my rage face.
Twiggy, would you please let
Very
me get my
similar.
first payment from Keem before you come after me? I need time to relocate. I don't have enough money in the bank.
I don't think you guys realize you can yell at me as much as you want.
Oh, I don't
you
believe
can,
this.
You can.
You're just
You
coming.
can scream. You can tell me how
Hey,
retarded I
a
am.
fucking
but I've seen the
frog.
side of.
A fucking frog just upgraded to pay pig. Cheers to you. A swig for the pig. A fucking frog.
Thank you.
Well done. Nice.
If the good in you outweighs the bad, why would I have any reason to have an issue
Swear to
with
God,
you?
Twiggy, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life making things right with you. I'm sorry about that, dude.
Billy, there's not a problem with you or Xylee. I've literally let Xylee know.
Don't bring Xylee into this, dude. She had nothing to do with it, dude. She had. Please don't threaten Xylee. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She had nothing. It was all me, dude. Take me out. Leave her alone. I did not mean to drag her into this. Xylee, I'm sorry. Xylee is so pissed.
Just
If
like
he takes you out, then I get involved. So
I'm very
either way, I'll get involved.
very loyal. Okay, like even Rastov, like making a live stream where he's going to expose me. It doesn't affect how much I trust him at all. Like I don't.
Oh God. That was the worst possible thing for you to do if for trying to like heal things, Rastov.
Twiggy, as good as you are as a troll, you also fucking suck at this shit too, bro.
My name is John.
I think you're being retarded.
Thank you for the
The simple fact that Rastov, I hate to say it, Rastov, when I say this, I don't mean this in a bad way, so please know I'm not giving you a dig. But as much as Rastov is a fucking normie, I have dealt with people like you, Twiggy, and just know I have noticed every single time.
The inner
Hey,
Noah
let
is
me
coming out in
fucking
you.
finish. I am fucking talking because the internet is always in you when that camera is on. I have met people like you, and best believe I have recognized every single fucking sneak diss you have done while you sound concerned. You know what you sound like? You sound like one of those concerned trolls. That's what you fucking sound like when you do those little sneak disses trying to sound like you're fucking concerned.
How is me
Because I
talking
hear
about?
it.
How is that a sneak diss? Like he had feelings, right?
Fuck.
He made a
You're
live stream.
so fucking
I still trust him. Like just because he made an emotional reaction isn't going to affect how much I trust him. I think you're reading into it too much.
Because you know Rastov would only go but so far.
No, I
You've
don't
read
care how far
Rastov.
he
You
goes.
have read Rastov to the point you know he would. I know he would go but so far because Rastov isn't an internet person. You are purely fucking internet. You are all about nothing but fucking content.
No, literally, if he went on and he like I did have some big secret and he shared it, I would still work with him. I may be upset for like a day, but then it's gone, and I'm going right back to trusting him.
Because it's content. Because it would have been content. It would have drove people to your channel.
Hey, I have something. I have something. I'm going to test this
Xylee, I
thing.
will delete my channel right now on the if you're talking about my personal channel. I don't care about it.
I'm gonna expose Twiggy right now. I'm gonna test this theory. I'm gonna expose Twiggy right now. You want to know something about Twiggy? He's not as good as he thinks he is. He's better.
Thank you.
He's
I know
better.
that too.
He's better.
No, Xylee,
He's
you're
better.
literally
No,
you're
he's
just
not.
because you speak it doesn't
better.
mean it's real. Okay. Like you
Twiggy,
can try to read into
Twiggy,
it.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be dead ass honest. You think I'm memeing. I have literally dealt with people like you. I can read you like a fucking book. I have literally dealt with people just like you. You are not that good.
Yes, but you're also trying to say that I'm lying about trusting Rastov. Like
Did I say lying? Did I say lying? Did I say lying? Did I say the word lying?
Are you guys ready?
Did I say lying?
Are you guys ready for the next
Because
level?
you can give me that look all day. You can give me that look all day
what I'm
long,
saying-
baby boy, and I won't give a fuck. Did I say the word lying?
No, but you said I'm.
All right, then shut the fuck up and don't be putting words in my goddamn mouth.
Are you
I mean,
guys?
you're literally trying to tell me what
Don't
I'm
put
doing when you
words
have
in
no
my fucking
idea.
mouth.
Are you guys
'Cause I
ready
didn't
for the
say
next
lying.
level? Watch Billy Cook here. Twiggy, you're not as good as you think you are. You're better. Twiggy, you're better than this. Fuck, I cook. Oh, you see the layers
No,
to
but
that?
what I'm saying is it doesn't matter what he does, right? I've seen the good. I know I can trust him. If he makes a mistake, he makes a mistake, right? I'm going to forgive him. I don't care. Unless he literally tries to ruin my life.
Which he wouldn't do.
Exactly. Like, I know I can trust him. That's the point I was trying to get at before you started screaming like a banshee.
You know why I started screaming like a banshee? Because I am
'Cause you
fucking
wanna be
over
right.
this goddamn conversation because you have been doing fucking bullshit
Yeah.
this whole fucking time trying to make yourself look right.
Hex says, "Oi, girls, hug it out now. Love you both."
Please, just hug it out and go back to doing your show that everybody fucking loves. God damn. Grow the fuck up. You're goddamn men. Act like it.
Well, most men are
I
not
mean-
men.
I love how somebody's screaming at me like a child to grow up, too.
Well, stop acting like a fucking child then. Stop acting like you're a Billy Badass fucking teenager that knows everything. Act like a fucking man.
Was that a sneak diss on me?
That was not a sneak diss on you. Don't start with me. I'll yell at you next, motherfucker.
You know I love you when you're in the state, Xylee. It's hard
I
for
know,
me.
fuck
It's
you,
hard for me
fuck
to turn
off.
down a Xylee turnover when you're
Fuck
popping off. It's hard for me not to push.
Fuck.
Guys, we are gonna figure this out. We got to. Like the alternative to not figure this out is to just let nothing happen, and that's not gonna work. We got.
I'm genuinely regretful of the of my like behavior on the stream. Right, it's fucking unprofessional. I don't like it.
Yeah,
right?
it
and
sucks.
I will do better,
Yeah,
and I will
don't
work.
do
I
that
will. I
again,
will.
bro, because that was bad. But
Yeah.
you're
I know,
saying
I
what
know.
you did wrong. Don't do
Yeah,
that
yeah.
again.
As soon
And
as I did it,
I'm gonna be honest. Continuously kicking Twiggy out was not right either.
I know. That's definitely a part of it. That's what I'm kind of like. I get that, right? Because that's one of the things that pisses me off about other shows, right? Is when they just. But yeah. So I fully take responsibility for what I did. I'm genuinely sorry. I feel actually really bad.
Hey, Faulted. Xylee, don't yell at the host. Calm your old ass down. Hey, Faulted. 24 hours. Think about what you did. Okay?
Shit.
Think about what the fuck you
Shit.
did for 24 hours. Because guess
Shit.
what, bitch? I am the co-host. He is my co-host.
Faulted.
This is my fucking.
Faulted
this
thought
is
he was
my
watching Aussy
fucking
right
show
now.
too, okay? So 24 hours, your ass is in timeout, sit in the fucking corner and think
Also,
about what the fuck you
Xylee,
said.
You have literally told me it doesn't matter what I do, you're not going to care, you're not going to be invested because you don't care about me,
No, because
right?
of bullshit like this. Yes, that's exactly what I said to you. And it's because
So
of
I'm not
bullshit
going to
what you
take
pulled
anything
tonight.
you say seriously.
I give two
Well, then that's fair.
Exactly.
Then that's fair. Then
Nor do
then
I.
we're not
I don't
gonna
care.
then we're not gonna talk about this anymore. If that's the case, you've just told us that this conversation is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that because I can work it out with Rastov on my own.
Bet you are. Good.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's good. You guys
Because y'all
got
need to do a
this.
show together because y'all are great
You
together
guys
when you're
got
great.
this. Xylee, this conversation
I do
is
appreciate
over.
you guys trying to help us. I really do.
It's-
I
it's-
really do appreciate you guys. Like,
It's I love
If we
you guys.
didn't care,
I love
we
you
wouldn't
guys.
be here.
Yeah, I want to see.
Yeah, but
you.
you're
Totally.
also hold up.
If I didn't
you were
care-
also hypocritical because you tried to make a show out of it when you're telling me I'm trying to make content.
Oh, Xylee had no choice in this. This was me.
I got messaged
You're
by
here?
Billy.
No,
You're
I
here, you didn't have to
she
be
was
here.
I told-
literally on a call with me, and
Yeah.
she was like, "Billy's actually going fucking live. I have to go."
I was,
I'm like,
I was
I'm
gonna
so
go.
sorry.
I was
Like,
gonna go without her. She just jumped on because she's a ride or die, right? I put
Yeah.
all this
And
together.
because-
She's not trying to turn it into a show. She's
Well,
not trying,
whether-
trying to
whether or
turn
not
it
it
into a
was
show. Billy was
content-
trying to diffuse me and then just rolled with it.
Yeah, and no, I was definitely trying to turn this into a show. When I saw you
Yes,
go,
but
when I
Billy-
saw
but-
you going on, I was like, no, I have to combat Rastov going on because nothing good can come from a Rastov exposing Twiggy stream.
No, because he was not in the mindset. He would listen. It would have been so much worse if he would have went live. The way this man
Appreciate
was
you
speaking
stopping me.
when I was talking to him, I'm telling you now, it would have been so much worse than what it is now if he would have went live. And I didn't want Rastov to not only do that to himself, but to do it to you too, Twiggy, because I wouldn't want that show to no longer be around because I want you two stubborn-ass motherfuckers to work together.
Dave String says, this is the first time you guys are live at 11 a.m. UK time. Thanks, Billy and Xylee. Don't know what's going on with Aussy, but hope they sort it out.
I hope they do too.
The TLDR, Twiggy and Rastov had a fucking falling out tonight on the show, and Rastov was about to make an exposed Twiggy stream, which I was definitely going to watch live, and I was going to rewatch everything Rastov was doing and critically comment on it all. Like I was ready to fucking, I was ready to fucking just shit on this entire idea. And then I was in content mode, and like Twiggy said, I made content. I already had the idea I was going to stream, so I kept it going, and I got the breaking news. Aussy broke up, and now we know by the end of this episode, Aussy is not broken up from everything we see, and they're going to be back tomorrow. That's fucking good news.
This looks really bad after yesterday I talked to Ziley saying, when are you guys going to talk about us? She said when something bad happens.
You guys even
Congratulations. You got a whole ass string.
You guys even made it to the thumbnail.
Me.
You even made it to the thumbnail.
Good job.
Well, kind of.
And guess what? Now I'm not going to be able to go to bed because I'm going to be hyped up because it takes me a few hours after a stream. So, yeah.
I'm not going to be able to sleep either.
I'm definitely going to take another piss.
I genuinely am sorry.
I'm going to take a piss and some melatonin. Your boy is going to sleep today. I got to wake up and try and get my fucking tire fixed.
Why is it like this in Lolcow? Can we talk about this just for a quick second? Why is it like this on Lolcow Live? Something crazy happens on one show, and then the ratchetness just trickles down from show to show to show to show to show.
We've all synced up. We've all synced up. We're all
on our
collective
periods.
crazy.
It is weird.
We're all on our periods. That's what it is. Even though I haven't had one in a while, but still.
Ayo. Yeah, we're not going to bring anybody in tonight. Sorry, Ian and Heckin waiting. Everybody who came in waiting.
We're not going to bring anybody in. There's no point.
Yeah, we've.
This is between them.
We're about to hit the 3.5 hour mark, and I am going to sleep after that. So I'm going to go take a piss. Actually.
Well, y'all have a good one. Good night.
You too. Love have you. A good night.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bruh. Did he already close the stream? Are we still live? I think we're still live.
I think we are. I'm pretty sure he wasn't going to end it. But do you see why I said I should really just take the L and fucking apologize live? Like
no, absolutely not. Because I still think you should have said your feelings. You absolutely, but not in the state of mind you were in when you go live.
No, I was not in a great place.
That would have been horrible.
And I'm very grateful that you called me and I picked up. Because I think I picked up because it was a part of me that was
you had 3 minutes left before your live was going to start. And I called your ass.
Yeah. There was a part of me that was grateful that you rang because I'm pretty confident. I was pretty confident that you were calling to stop me.
Yeah, I was.
And so, I thought about not picking up, but ultimately I did.
No, dude, I'm sorry. He was irritating the fuck out of me because everything was like what I have done. Me. And I'm like, and I noticed the sneak disses and it was just pissing me off. I'm sorry. It was pissing me off. I call it like I see it. I don't give a fuck about the looks on his face. But you two, when y'all are in sync, y'all work really well together. And I don't want your show to go anywhere.
Neither. I genuinely enjoy working with him, right? I'm not, he's gone. I'm not going to sit here and slag him off. It was literally just, I had a feeling and it's like he said behind the scenes, you just have to tell me and then I'll stop, right? So that was me telling him. Because in that situation, I couldn't just be excuse me guys, I need to write a DM, right? It just...
Oh.
I don't know. I know I didn't handle it well, right? But I know that it won't happen like that again. And I do apologize to fucking anybody that was upset with me timing you out just because you said something I didn't like. This doesn't give me an excuse.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. Twiggy's going to piss you off again. Billy literally irks my nerves every single... I think this is one of the first live streams that he did not irk my nerves today. On the stream, literally, because he was too focused on y'all.
I thought he was going to yell for a second. He seemed
I thought he was too.
There was a couple moments he was about to blow up, and I was like, "Please don't be at me."
But listen, you're going to get pissed off at Twiggy again. It's going to happen. You see this motherfucker every single day for 6 fucking days a week. Yeah, it's only actually no, y'all are hours. Me, it's 90 minutes. Y'all are for hours, right? When you work with somebody constantly like that all the fucking time, they're going to get on your nerves. But you got to know how to handle that and still show face on live stream. You know?
Yeah. It's a growth moment for me. But you're it's the first time I've been...
creator now.
Jesus. That's a scary thought.
There is no thought. You are. You are a content creator now. You have to be in the mindset that you are a content creator now. So everything you do, whether emotional, whether any kind of emotions, whether it's angry, sad, laughing, don't give a fuck what it is. It's going to be content. Everything you say is going to be content. And especially with live streams, you have to constantly have it in the back of your head how to act and how not to react.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? Like, I had to get angry at some point, I suppose, to learn how to see how it was. Because that's one thing I was genuinely scared about, was fucking what was going to happen when I actually got angry.
Yeah.
And it didn't go great.
Listen, you got to learn how to use that anger for content. Like, you cussing out Boogie was beautiful. I wish you would have went on tirade. That would have been fucking amazing, bro. That would have been fucking amazing. But just learn how to, and the more you do it, the more instinct. It'll become more of an instinct to do it. You know what I mean?
When you bring your feelings and emotions to the content, your feelings and emotions are fair game for content. Just by the way,
that's true.
That's
totally.
That's a rule.
I understand that. I didn't get like put on a show because I was a fucking plank. Like, I jumped on your show and I gave you my feelings and emotions, and that's why you put me on a show, I'm assuming.
Twiggy's very entertaining. Twiggy's very comfortable playing the part he plays. He's very comfortable playing the part he plays. You have to find some comfort in the part you're playing. And the part you're playing is not the bad guy that mutes Twiggy when he goes wild, the guy that gets thrown off by Twiggy. You got to be the buddy that we want to root for, right? Or else you become the clown from Spawn.
Yeah, I totally get that. And I genuinely feel like I let people down by reacting that way when, like, it's not supposed to be. And, like, I'll get over it. I'll sleep on it and I'll be fine tomorrow.
Yes, I was about to say, don't hold on to it because it happened.
It's like I said, right? Like, no one can tell me how I feel better than myself, right? I've literally been living my feelings for 33 years. Like, I know exactly. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to wake up and be like, bro, yesterday was fucked.
Twiggy does a really good job, dude. Twiggy does a really fucking good job. He is very,
I like him. I'm not like, I don't hate him.
He is very hard. He is very hard to deal with if you're not part of the Twiggy plan. If you're against Twiggy, that's a hard fucking river to swim up, dude. He's a force.
Well, like, I wasn't trying to be against him. Like, I was trying to give him the signal that we pre-planned.
I know, but it doesn't matter because when Twiggy feels like he's right, and you feel like you're right, I don't know who wins because I feel like Twiggy wins the battle, but not the war. Eric F, how you doing?
I am doing good. Now that I'm more awake and had breakfast. How about you?
Good. We just had a therapy session with our bros at Lolcow Aussy.
Yeah, that's why I didn't bother coming back on.
Yeah, when you were in, Eric, it was a heated moment, and I was like, nothing good can come of this.
Yeah, that's why I decided to let you guys have your moment.
Thank you, Eric. We appreciate it, buddy.
You doing that.
I want to be as respectful as possible. Unlike Becky last night on Queens.
True. Very, very true.
All right, guys. We Eric, you came back just in time to basically say goodnight. We've been live for 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours later.
Yeah, Rastov has been live for, I don't know, 3 hours on your channel. So we've all put in a night's work. There's no bad guy here. Like, the bad guy is whoever doesn't want to see you two succeed. And
that's what I want. That's all I want. I just want these two to do it.
That's a faceless bad guy because that guy doesn't matter. You know, we're all good guys here. We all want to see you guys succeed.
All we need is just, get away from all dramas.
Yeah,
unfortunately, Eric,
no,
can't do that here.
No. I think Eric should petition to run Lolcow Universe. That was a good point. Eric, you have to go on a run and tell everybody that you're running to control. You want to take Keem's job. You got to
Not
take.
even Keem would be mad at me if I did.
Doesn't matter.
Eric for Emperor.
All you have to do, Eric, is prove that you can run it better than Keem. I think you should go for it, dude.
I'm trying to be like Emperor Palpatine, like doing
Palpatine
from Star.
Palpatine would want drama and chaos. I thought you were running on no chaos. Actually, Palpatine
You're
was
talking
about
to
order.
a guy that worships Cthulhu.
True.
Do you actually worship Cthulhu?
Yes.
You want him to come back and just shuffle us loose our mortal coil?
The great god of Cthulhu shall rain down chaos upon the earth.
Holy shit, Eric! Eric, do you like H.P. Lovecraft?
I used to have his book when I was living at that old apartment, but I lost it when I got kicked out.
Never Google his cat's name.
Yeah, no, I heard about the messed up shit that Lovecraft did.
All right, Eric, Rastov, Xylee, anything you guys want to say? We got to wrap this up.
Anybody who, if you were thinking about coming to my channel today, don't, because it's not happening now.
Sorry, Xylee. Nightmare, I saw you jump in.
Hopefully tomorrow.
Nightmare, I just want to say, how do you feel that you caused all this, dude?
What the fuck do you mean
This is what you get for trying to horn in on Twiggy's position.
Fault, Nightmare. All your fault. And I've been yelling, and now I'm yelling at you. I am no longer a Nightmare Stan account because I need somebody to yell at.
Fucking gaslighter.
Yes.
Oh, don't do that.
No, but do you have something to say?
fucking
Do you have something to
gaslight
say? You have something to say for real? Because I saw you jumped into waiting after we said we were going to not take any guests. I figure you, of all people, have something to say about this.
I just want to say that I love that you guys took a time out to help these two. You know, these two lovebirds sort this stuff out and get talking again. Don't you give me that cheeky grin there, you little motherfucker. It was nice. I'm glad you're back to talking. It's good. We had our moment, and you know, all I can say is look forward to tomorrow's show when you're back on the track and you're getting a good level. So
you want to try again tomorrow, bro, and give some actual bar stories tomorrow?
You know, someone brought it up in the chat how you motherfuckers caused me to lie on my community tab.
Oh, you
Well,
did?
sounds like you know that. I put on my community tab, I will see y'all Tuesday.
Damn. You better,
Guess who's not seeing me Tuesday?
you better.
Well, now you can tell them you'll see them next Tuesday.
Wow.
If it keeps going like this, it may be.
Yeah.
Okay. Misdirection.
We're gonna be doing 4 a.m. dickhead shows for the rest of our life.
Fuck you, bro. Fuck off.
You're gonna fix the
I like
LCU one show at a time.
One
And
show
by the
at
time
a time,
you get back
we're gonna bring
on, the
these
first one will be
motherfuckers
fucked
in
again.
at 4 o'clock in the morning. Get up,
Riley,
motherfuckers.
it's okay. The next show is Milkers.
I'll skip it. Billy will do that on his own because I'll be like, I don't give a fuck.
Manager Xylee can't say no.
Rick T
Because
says
the
this
manager's
is
the
like
show
the
now.
regarded Beatles.
Fuck you.
You gotta do it. It's the manager's way.
I'm not a man. No.
No. You said you're a manager rewind. You gotta manage it. You gotta make sure you manage these counseling sessions.
Oh, God. I hate you right now.
All right.
No, you don't.
You pretty little fucks. We've been live for over 3.5 hours.
Yes, can we get off of here, please?
This is the end.
That
my
would
friends.
be fantastic.
I just got up about at like 5 in the morning. I saw you guys are still alive. I was like, what the hell?
You got to stay up and do call into cafe, Eric.
Yep.
There you
I'll
go.
be up then because I'm all hyped up from not going to bed.
Good old Xylee Star, my co-host. Xylee gets real. Thank you,
You should know how
Xylee.
to fix your sleep schedule now.
I love you, Billy the Fridge. Although I kind of hate you right now. I love you.
You're welcome. I love you too. And we love our audience. We were so glad you guys could come here to watch us do what we were probably going to end up doing in fucking voice chat.
Goddamn voice
On
chat.
Tom.
Hey, Keem, if you end up watching this,
What's that supposed
we're
to
your
mean?
strongest soldiers, buddy.
Oh, he don't care.
Employees of the month.
He don't care.
I couldn't believe it when you messaged me, said you were going live. I thought you were memeing until you. I was like, "Do you want to get in this call with me and Rastov?" He's like, "I'm making a thumbnail right now." I'm like, "Oh wait, what?"
Hey, for a fucking frog, Baby Billy's gonna get his bottle. Milkies, we got the milkies.
Do you think
He's
now
back.
was appropriate to bring out Baby Billy?
A fucking frog asked for it. He became a pay pig tonight.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Goddamn
okay,
right,
frog
it's
asked for it.
appropriate.
Yeah, okay, I'll give it to you.
Read the room,
Okay,
Mama Zyrie.
a fucking frog. Okay.
Read the room, Mama Zyrie. When a fucking frog tells Baby Billy to do something, Baby Billy does it. I thought
I'm going to
well, I feel
Minecraft
better. I feel
all
better.
of us.
I thought we were gonna do like 90 minutes. I was like, this will be over in 90 minutes, but fuck no. You guys,
You've obviously never tried to resolve something with Twiggy before.
we had 2 hours. We had 2 hours of this is obviously going nowhere for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I told you. I fucking told you. But you know what? We got somewhere. We got somewhere, and I appreciate you guys trying. I feel better now.
I'm proud of you.
Misanthrope man.
Thank you for helping,
Misanthrope
Nightmare.
man, you keep telling people what Billy needs, and I'm gonna ban you. You're on borrowed time, prick. You know what Billy needs? Billy needs more pay pigs. That's what Billy needs, you little fuck. Don't tell me how to live my life, you little fuck. Nobody trusts you anyways. Become a pay pig and you can talk to me like that, you little fuck.
Yeah. Hey up, fuckaroony.
Yeah. You little fuckaroony.
Yeah.
Eric, you ever call somebody a fuckaroony?
No.
Feels good.
You should start using that on nerds. Call Becky a fuckaroony. Oh wait, she's not your. No, call Boogie a fuckaroony. We're at war with Boogie now anyway.
Yeah, next time
Boogie started this shit. We're
next
at
time
war with
Boogie tries to tell you some shit, call him a fuckaroony, okay?
Yeah.
I just want to say this. I always get W's in this universe.
You do.
Somebody said, Billy, ask Eric what's up with him wearing the same shirt. How's the one guy who's also wearing the same shirt supposed to ask?
Have you met Billy before? Bro's got one shirt.
Yeah.
How about it's because I like this shirt? One part of that don't you guys understand?
I like how you
like
asked the one person on stream who's been wearing this shirt longer than Eric.
I 5 that I rotate through.
Holy shit.
Some people, I swear.
Oh my god.
Misanthrope man says can't become a pay pig because I spend all my money on strippers. Stop simping. Start paying young Bill Fridge.
I respect it. I respect it because they're out there working hard.
No. We're here working hard.
He means he was donating to milkers. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, exactly. You throw that money here.
Oh.
If you want an opinion, you either pay for it or I'll fuck it out of your mouth when I need it.
Jesus fucking Christ, Billy, in the goddamn stream.
Nah, he wants.
He can't. He's the main character.
He brought up.
Are we gonna keep going till cafe? Is that your fucking plan?
He brought up strippers. Right. Should we redirect the cafe?
I mean, should I go ahead and go make eggs? Like leave and go make eggs in my breakfast and shit, and then come back?
Hold on, I'm gonna see if Lolcow Cafe has their stream up yet.
I hope so. It's 3 hours until Lolcow Cafe.
If they do, we're gonna redirect the Lolcow Cafe.
She goes up until an hour before.
They do. They have it up. They have it up. Say hello to Cafe's new manager. It's Becky. We're gonna do a redirect to Lolcow Cafe today. How fucking sweet are we? What a sweet team, guys. You can leave it open on Lolcow Cafe. They'll be live in a few hours. If You're not obligated to watch Lolcow Cafe, but
we'll probably be here still.
If you do add it, if you do leave it open, it'll just start playing when they're ready. That'll be a great way to say hello to the day. What the fuck? Why is it not showing up? It's not letting me add them. I wonder if they don't have an ability to add them. Never mind.
Did they? You know what? They probably didn't check it, being that no one's ever this late live.
Well, Riley.
Here's what we're gonna do, guys.
When you think about it,
here's the link to Lolcow Cafe. I'm spamming the fuck out of it in chat.
It's only 3 hours. That's like 180 minutes.
As you lay there in bed about to go to sleep.
It's the sofa, Riley. I'm chilling with the dogs.
Oh, it looked like you were in bed.
If you guys want to go to Lolcow Cafe and leave a comment on Lolcow Cafe right now, say Rewind sent us or something stupid like that.
Yeah, say something stupid like Xylee and Billy decided to go live again and fix a marriage. I mean,
don't say all that.
A couple.
Just say Xylee owns you.
That's right, Eric. Couples therapy.
I'm so glad that you saved my dad's relationship, guys.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
That's what
Even
we
though
do.
people will be thinking that Nightmare smelled blood in the water, and he was like, job.
Yeah, what is that about, by the way? Like, so many people, like, guys, like, now is not the time. This man's having an existential crisis right here, and you're like, oh, yeah.
That was all I saw in the chat was like, Nightmare's getting ready.
I don't think that you guys are on point with this. I think Eric is gunning to take over Lolcow Aussy.
Probably.
Why is Eric
It's
here?
Eric.
He's an opportunity. He's gonna pounce. All right, y'all.
My Discord just farted.
Yeah.
Oh, that was same.
I see myself now.
We're gonna wrap this one up. Everybody say goodnight.
Good night. Jesus Christ.
Good morning.
Goodbye,
Good night.
everybody. It's time to go.